Everybody loves Dynamite.
Yeah, the one. Oh, I'm going on the air now. The one for the network.
What are you doing? You were just taking a phone call.
Talking to Beth Ann McBride.
B.A.
There she is, our producer, Beth Ann McBride.
Phone calls are to be made on your time.
Well, Mr. Hahn, isn't this really our time?
Yeah, I got it mixed up. I called you Mr. Spicoli. Gosh, so much to hit here on today's show, being as yesterday was the Elvis show.
Yeah. Hit me with your best shot.
Rather than some groaners, we're going to go with the jokes today, which are also supplied by the very same famous service that we don't pay for.
The complete sheet.
The complete sheet.
Because it is complete. If there's anything funny, they've got it.
Hello?
Hi.
This is Scott Shannon.
And I'm Elbert Drysdale, president of the Commerce Bank of Beverly Hills.
A professional DJ from New York City. And if I could say one thing for a moment to both Juan and to Miguel.
Yes.
Yesterday's show was an absolute horror to the memory of Elvis Aaron Presley.
Well, I was talking with my good friend Jethro, who used to play football in Bel Air, and he said he was positively delighted with the show. And so was Miss Hathaway. So what do you think of that? And Granny. And Jed. And who else?
Ellie Mae.
Ellie Mae.
And the only name I have to throw out is Mason Dixon.
Mason Dixon is Dick Tracy outfit.
He agrees with me.
Very good.
But having said that, hello. Oh, and hold on. I got to just, before we start the jokes.
My microphone smells like Desenex.
Rob is Rain Man always.
Oh,
What?
No, come on. I got to mention this. 5 minutes before the show today, I brought Mike down to Rob's new office, which is by our office down here on the, thank you for letting me call it the second floor.
The AO.
Yes.
The anal office.
Okay. He has got, now with all the things that this boy's got to do around here, not to mention all the things he's got to do at home, because I heard, the crying kids today on the telephone.
Right.
The crying wasn't the kids.
And the nagging wife, and, and the sick grandfather.
It was the nagging kids and the crying wife.
He's got a lot of stuff. He got a lot of stuff on his plate. I come in today, and what he's doing is he has all of the CDs that I've bought over the years, and they've got to be either bought or been given by the record company.
Right.
They've got to be maybe 500 CDs back there.
Right.
I'd say more than that.
And what he's doing is categorizing them alphabetically. Now, he has started by putting them into piles with very gay little Post-its that go in different little like remedial patterns. ABC, where he would have all artists ABC,
right?
So on down the 26 letters of the alphabet.
As you pointed out how sad this was, I began to realize it, but it's just the way I am.
Are they alphabetized by artist or
Yeah.
title?
They're alphabetized by artists.
Not bad. Brilliant.
As I'm sitting there saying to him, Rob, this is such a waste of time. We will never play these records. As he was going through the C's, and it was Coolio.
Yes.
And
3 Coolio CDs that we'll never play.
Oh, we play Coolio constantly.
we're not gonna play Coolio. It didn't stop him from filing them, and he followed that up with Counting Crows.
Yes. Another band we won't play ever. But we saved it, and it's right.
Well, you're a saver.
Oh, no, it wasn't Counting Crows. It was worse than that. It was Crowded House.
Oh, yes.
Crowded House.
We could use that.
Crowded House is the one that I said, God, we'll never play that.
How about that Connie Francis?
Yeah, we have that. That goes under F, though.
Wow.
Connie Francis Francis was in the F's between the Flintstones and
Foreigner.
Foreigner. Yeah, you're
Foreigner
right.
comes before Francis.
Foreigner comes before Francis.
That's right.
I think it might have been Connie Francis than Genesis.
Anyway, it's no, Genesis didn't start the G's.
I think it did.
I don't think it did.
I could go check.
Go back to your office and call us.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
See, but now if you ever do need any of those, he'll know where to find them because they're alphabetized.
Hey, bring the Genesis, man.
Here's the thing. I'm going to rat Rob out on this because I think that this great untapped mind that can do anything, what he's doing is, of course, he's saying to his wife, I have to go to work because he wants to get out of his house. There's things I got to do at, here he is.
Again,
Hold on a
it's
second.
brilliant.
Hello?
Yes, you're right. Between Francis and Genesis comes Foghat. And you know what? That's wrong. Let me switch that. Hold on. Oh, this is sloppy. It does go Francis Genesis.
Right, definitely. Foghat before Francis.
EFG.
This is horrible. What was I doing? I must have been drinking. Oh, this will never do.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Oh, not to mention the baubles, trinkets, souvenirs,
cheap dolls,
the plastic,
Memories. All memories.
So the thing is, this is what I know he's telling his wife.
Uh-huh.
I got to get to work.
Yeah.
I got to reorganize my office. They got all this work that they want me to do. What his wife does.
Harry, I'm very, very busy. I must get into the office to take care of the pressing business of being me.
His wife doesn't know is he's spending 4 hours with Flintstone CDs.
Yeah, it's BW. It's busy work.
Yeah, but technically it is work.
Yeah. It's work.
I've got to get to the office.
But regardless, and we're all guilty of that, of saying to our wives, we have to go to the office to do something. That's just...
We're not all guilty of that.
When I... Correct.
Thank you.
When I got here, really, Rob was the Rain Maniest of
Even during
Rain
my failing marriages, I don't think I ever did say that. I think it was like I have to get to the golf course.
I think so.
I think that's what it was.
He was
on the golf course, though.
He was so Rain Man-y, as he had all of them, and wouldn't even speak to me as I was saying, hey, what's happening, what was happening in your job. He's just going through the CDs.
Job to do a job, got to do a job.
Must be in alphabetical order.
Connie Francis.
Absolutely have to put Connie Francis. Connie Francis. Absolute comfort word Genesis.
Think about that.
He'll lose sleep over that whole mistake with the Foghat.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. You know what? I've got to start locking the office.
Is it at least Foghat's greatest hits?
I think it is.
Thank God.
It's a 45.
Which would have, one song.
But,
Fool for the City, Slow Ride.
All right, 2. Oh, hold on, 3. All I want to do is make...
I just want to make love to you.
I just want to make love to you.
Great,
that's a great one. But that would be it.
Yeah, I guess so. But that made the keeping list. We threw out the soundtrack to Philadelphia.
Yeah, and you did that in front of us. I thought that was pretty impressive.
But Mike, don't be impressed. The only reason he threw out the soundtrack to the movie Philadelphia...
Why is that?
Because it didn't have a proper box.
Oh, that's right.
It just came in one of those plastic... not plastic, one of those cardboard things that the record company...
Are all your CDs at home organized like that?
You have no idea, and I'll tell you the most horrifying thing.
So are his albums.
Yeah. More than that, though, all of my 45s are alphabetized and researched.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you mean research?
Every one of them has a small sticker with the chart date and all the stuff like that.
Wow. Man, I hope you don't get hit by a train or something.
Why is that?
I don't know, just the knowledge, you know.
Are you retarded?
Yes.
Right. That's not a rhetorical question. Are you retarded?
And let's go into today's show with Mike's thought. I hope I don't get hit by a train.
You have insurance.
But does Amtrak?
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Yes, you got one for us?
3 jokes. These are not groaners. These are jokes.
That means these are supposed to be better than groaners.
The Pope is said to be near death.
Oh, dear.
This has been a report from the year 1972.
Wow.
Hello. Clay Aiken is writing an inspirational book. Clay's story has already inspired millions of people. Most notably, I think, the governor of New Jersey.
Oh, long way to go.
And
Wow.
Here you go. I only got one more.
One more delightful joke.
I missed the groaner.
Hello.
Bring back the groaners.
Some Florida residents are still without power.
Yes?
They're called black voters.
Oh.
Okay, come on.
Hey, now.
Not bad.
You can call Don and Mike anytime from anywhere in America. 877-365-3636. They're ready to believe you.
Hi, Julia. How you doing, honey? Oh, here we go.
True story. He was a neo-Nazi with one true enemy. Himself. A man of faith, a man of hate, and a soul torn apart. Viewer discretion advised.
You notice the guys?
Your guys?
Yeah, they're all alphabetized. Good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Jelly Donuts, and all the ships at sea. Never straining its stool. Don Geronimo and Mike O'Mara.
Okay, thank you. Hello. You almost got a free singing there, Mike. Me. See, this button. Hi there. It's right next to. And I couldn't be more proud, which is nowhere near that button. Hi, thank you for listening to Don and Mike Show. New episode on this Tuesday. 0817 Hi,
Don and Mike. Buzz Burbank here.
Thank you, Buzz, and hi, and thank you for listening, everybody. Don and Mike Show, new episode on this Tuesday. It's August 17th, 2004.
Really?
Yeah. Call us from anywhere in America.
August 17th.
At 877-365-3636 from Mexico North, also known as Canada, 800-636-1067, Washington, D.C. on WJFK FM, 202-432-1067.
God, it's almost Christmas.
Right. Goddamn right. Ho,
Wow.
ho, ho. Christmas in August. Boy, do we have a show today, like we don't every day.
Right.
And really, now I can say that. Most days,
We have a show.
we have a show.
But we really have a show today.
One of the things we have today that I will billboard in advance, Infinity Weasel Michael Hughes.
Hi, Don.
He's a guy, he's a vice president at Infinity Broadcasting.
Yes.
I should say, in all fairness, out of all of the schmucks, losers, and just numbnuts that they've got, for every absolute jerk face that's got a vice president title in this radio company, well, first, he's one of them.
Yes.
But of them, he's probably one of the less jerk-faciest of them.
Well, he's kind of a radio guy, which is helpful.
Yeah.
And really, most of the ones that we answer to,
He used to be on our side, and he ended up going to the other side.
the dark side.
So at least he has some knowledge of someone who actually has to work behind the microphone in
You
radio.
still play the Star Wars music when he walks down the hallway.
Oh, yeah, the
because
Evil Empire,
the
yeah.
Evil Empire.
And of course, keep in mind, just because he once worked in radio on this part, doesn't really cut him a lot of slack, because, let's face it, if he was any good at it, he'd be at this part of it. He wouldn't be at that. But still, having said that, he's a jerk face and a weasel and a two-faced, slicky guy, one of these vice presidents. You got him a dime a dozen, but he's okay. The guy,
As they go.
3 months ago, and this guy never says anything to me about the show except stuff like, hey, the ratings are great. That's all the guy says. So he's really good. He stays out of my face.
Say that.
Can't say that anymore.
Yeah,
but
well, he
used to.
Yeah, but he does now in quiet ways.
I see.
He'll come
Like
in.
a wooden
Nobody
chair.
here talks about that other thing you mentioned.
He'll come in and go, those ratings were good.
If there were ratings that we were aware of, that might be good.
Anyway, he'll come by. He's okay. But 3 months ago, this guy says to me out of the blue, he says, I can get you a guest for the show. I say, really? Who can you get? He said, Rupert from Survivor. Now, this is when Survivor was, the thing. They were getting down to the final 4 or 5, and most people in America were falling in love with the doltish Rupert.
Yeah, the tie-dyed, mountain man Rupert. Right.
So Michael Hughes, above and beyond, says, listen, I can guarantee that I'll get this guy on the show. I know a guy who's best friends with him. We've got his cell phone. He's from Indianapolis. I'm from Indianapolis.
I'd like to get Rupert on the show.
So here's where it started to fall apart. I emailed Michael the next week and said, how about Rupert? He said, I haven't heard back. Then he said, Rupert technically can't come on the show until he is either voted off or wins.
Right.
But as soon as that happens, he's going to be right on, Don.
And that seemed to be something that was believable.
Made sense.
And we were all so into the show that we were, first of all, very content to wait for that to happen, and then very excited to have Rupert on the show.
Sure.
Right, we've been rooting for him, and of course he ended up winning $1 million that people voted in.
I won the $1 million.
But then that passed, and he still never called. And
how are you, Don? How things going?
I would mention to Michael Hughes and his new goatee, I'd mention every once in a while, hey, what's happening with that Rupert thing?
Oh, that.
And he said, it's the darndest thing. I haven't heard. And then, 6 weeks after the show was off the air, Michael Hughes calls me up one day and says, hey, you never guess who I was just talking to. I said, who? He said, my friend Schmuck in Indiana, the guy that knows Rupert. I said, really? He said, this Rupert is such a character. He's won the $1 million, but he's going over to buy his whole new house for the furniture from Costco.
Yeah,
the guy,
for Price Club.
The guy's doing everything like a normal guy would do. You wouldn't believe the guy's so down to earth. You're going to love it. I said to Michael, that's really great. I'd like to have that on this show.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I'll get right on it.
Can you get the guy on the show? So he asked to email me the next day. Rupert is very busy. So now this is now gone on more than 90 days.
We were kind of looking forward to catching him within the 15-minute window.
Okay. He is older than, the mommies now. He's less relevant than the mommies from the Fox show that we had on just last week.
Exactly.
Everyone's moved on.
So, he's booked today as a guest.
Perfect.
And interviewing him live in our studio will be Infinity Weasel Vice President. Smell him a mile before he comes down the hallway.
Don't worry, fellas.
Michael Hughes will be
perfect.
coming in here to actually do the interview.
Right.
Because I don't know what I'm going to say.
And next week, maybe he can interview Puck from the real world.
So, and listen, that's only because Michael Hughes promised that he could get
promise
this guy.
is a promise.
So there you go. He's coming in to take care of that today.
So, when your 15 minutes wore off 6 months ago, how you been?
It'll be good awkward radio.
Yay.
That's just a segment that I'll highlight for you. You'll want to stay tuned for that. There's so much to tell you about going down to Clemson over the weekend to drop Barty off for his second year of college. For goodness sakes, Joe's woes. I just wrote that down.
Joe's woes. Joe's having a lot of problems.
Joe's got some issues, and we've got some questions.
Joe's woes, which you came up with right before the show when Joe was in here bitching.
Yeah, Joe's woes. We've also got a bunch of questions for Joe that he'll be reading to the American Idol contestants.
Oh, good.
As you know, we do the show from D.C.
Right.
And D.C. has been chosen as one of the 4 or 5 cities where idiots can go to audition to be on American Idol.
Right. Yeah, and the local Channel 5 Fox affiliate is all over it.
Of course.
And
as drive away as possible.
There are people that are driving from as far away as like Cleveland and Chicago, and they're lining up. They've been sleeping out in front of the convention center for 3 days.
I'm Kent Brockman. Here are your waiting in line for American Idol survival tips. Duh.
So we're sending our man Joe down there tonight with a bunch of questions.
Good.
We'll get him in here and we'll review the questions with him, and then we'll hear what Joe's woes are.
Yeah.
I can't do it anymore.
Well, let's
Just can't do it.
save the woes for a second.
Ain't gonna do it, Don.
Just save the woes for
Wow,
a
I
second.
can't wait.
I know the show's important. Can't do it no more.
Okay.
No more.
I just have to get some things off my chest about the weekend.
Please do, because I know that you, first of all, did an amazing amount of driving.
Yeah. Here's the deal. My wife, who's at work today, really should just kiss my ass. And I believe she started to a little bit last night. Not literally, of course. I wouldn't like that.
I was going to ask you. I mean, I'm glad it's not literally. I mean, it didn't. Her mouth did not form a pucker.
No.
She did not begin to lean in towards you.
No, all I wanted last night we converged last night. We met last night for the first time in 4 days.
Wow.
You see, she had been away at the beach with her lady friends while I did this stuff, taking my kid down to college, and she had just a wonderful time. And last night,
That's great.
when I got home, I was just freaking tired out of my mind from all the driving, and she was way too happy for me. And I ended up saying, just leave me alone. Just let me watch. The Packers were on high def, so I watched football. And at one point, she did come in and say, oh, thanks for doing that. And I said, well, that's
some props.
That's something. And incidentally, that ding right there, that was a low-level ding, because if she had really come in and kissed my ass, it would be good and loud like that. So it was just...
I picture her coming into you and you're having a snack and you react to her like Billy Bob Thornton did in Bad Santa when the mother came up to him during his break. His mouth is full. He goes, I'm on my break!
So here's exactly what happened. And this is crazy. My kid, let me see, Friday night was his last night.
Okay.
He had to get up on Saturday morning to go to his driver improvement school that he had put off until the last possible minute. Keep in mind that he's checking into college for his sophomore year on Sunday.
Wow.
If he doesn't complete this driving class, which is one of those 8-hour jobbers on Saturday,
Oh, my God.
it's going to be a non-relevant issue if he drives to college or not, because if he doesn't do the driver improvement, he loses his license.
Right.
It's that simple. So
if he had lost his license, what would the game plan be, where you would just pop him down to his dorm and he'd basically hoof it everywhere he had to go?
Correctamundo. So My Saturday morning started at 5 a.m. Now, keep in mind, my wife's not there. I've told her to, just bug off, enjoy yourself, because there's been a lot of stress between the two of them.
Wow.
And this was a situation that I thought I could handle a little better than her.
It's so bright at that hour.
Yeah, 5 a.m.
Fun.
5 a.m. I'm
I know
coming
that.
up. So I'm waking him up at 5 a.m. And of course he's not done packing. He's not. I know there was one night you just got in at 5 a.m.
Yeah, I was going to think it was pitch black when you get up at 5 o'clock, but no, it's just starting to get a little bit bright.
That's right.
Actually, sunrise is around this time of year is about 6:21.
But it's still there's like there's kind of
Right, there's the
a
pre-dawn.
hazy pre-dawn, which
Yeah.
is just a beautiful thing to say goodnight to.
And an awful thing to say.
I would
good morning
imagine
to.
so. Yes, it must be an awful thing to get up to.
Yeah.
So I got to get his ass out of bed and say to him, listen, all that stuff you put off to the last minute, here's the deal. We got to get your car loaded now. We've got to move all the stuff into your car now. So this is a 4-hour process.
You got him up without any problem?
Oh, no, there were a lot of problems getting him up.
Because I was, based on when you had said 10 o'clock in the morning, sometimes is difficult.
No,
5 a.m. I would have used maybe live snakes.
5 a.m., keeping in mind that he's got to go to the traffic school, and if he doesn't cut it at the traffic school, he's screwed anyway.
Right.
But still, we got to get all the stuff packed into his car, and I was going quite out of my mind. Fortunately, got him packed up, got him off to the traffic school, got in the car, started the drive. Now, the drive from D.C. to Clemson, Anderson, South Carolina, where he goes to school, MapQuest can just eat one. No matter what road I went, it kept saying that it's only 480 miles, no matter what trip I would take, no matter what variants I would put.
Yeah, they don't seem to.
It's 400.
There's not a lot of details.
So it says 480 miles. I do the math on this, right? I go 48. 6 times 8 is 48. If I average 60 miles an hour, and I know the speed limit is way above 60, how could I have possibly have made this drive last year in 9 hours? I'm gonna bang it out this year. And and because there was the hurricane that never really happened on the East Coast, I've got the inland route, so I'm going 81 to 77, down to 85 by Charlotte. And I'm realizing, about the time that MapQuest has told me Roanoke, Virginia will be showing up, there's a sign on the road that says Roanoke, Virginia, 120 miles.
That's depressing.
And that's where you realize, because you're looking at MapQuest and you're going, okay, I'm baby stepping. Here you go, Route 66, Route 81, right, got 120 miles to Roanoke. Yeah, okay. You drive 2 hours, and then there's a sign that says the place you're supposed to be going to get the next highway is another 2 hours.
Right. Based on my calculations and the time I've traveled, I should be in Flagstaff, Arizona.
Anyway, I drive and I drive and I drive and I drive, and I finally get down to South Carolina just before 7 p.m. on Saturday night.
Wow.
Been in the car.
A long day.
All day.
Is that when you pull off to the side of the road because you have to put your eyes back in the sockets?
I check into the hotel, keeping in mind, now I'm there ahead of Bart, who's going to follow me.
Right.
I check into the hotel. The first thing I say to this broad is, a very nice lady, where is the liquor store? Because
that's what you want to do when you're absolutely in the state of total exhaustion.
Long drive.
I'm in a Holiday Inn Express. There is, and then it's the nicest hotel they've got there.
Well, if you stayed in a Holiday Inn Express, then you could distill your own booze.
Yeah, right. And they've got those annoying signs everywhere. But there's no room service. It's certainly no bar service at this place that I'm at. So I say to the woman, where's the liquor store? And she said, she's very nice, like, honey, because there's lots of Clemson parents that are there to move the kids in. And she says, honey, I've been telling people all day, it's just a mile down, right on the left-hand side. You can't miss it, but hurry, because they close at 7.
Look for the big bear with a man in his mouth.
What you should have done to fit in is just say, where's the nearest still?
So it's
at 7.
So it's like 20 till 7, and I get in my car, and I go driving a mile down the road, and I'm looking on the left and right.
Where can I get some shine?
I don't see the booze, right? So I go back to the hotel, I come through the lobby, and the lady says, bless her, and she says, hey, baby, didn't you get your bottle? I said, I couldn't find the liquor store. She said, baby, I swear to God, she talked. I'm not putting this on.
Right.
She was great. She had, the giant. She looked like Star Jones, and she had the.
Hey, baby.
She had the gigantic Cher fingernails.
Oh, the long nails.
She said, baby, listen, it's a mile down the road. Apparently, here is my problem, is you go a mile down the road, and you see a lot of this in South Carolina, especially, the X-rated movie clubs where they have sex toys and big signs that say, couples welcome, truckers welcome,
Really?
showers available, open 24 hours, toys.
Showers available?
Yeah.
For the truckers.
So I see one of these places on the side of the...
And you can take a shower where they sell X-rated movies?
Yes, you can. Welcome to South Carolina.
Everything you need in one stop.
She said,
You're gross.
she said, did you see the toy store? And I said, because I'm thinking, Toys R Us, right?
Yeah, a big giraffe.
But keep in mind, South Carolina, man, like Mayberry. I know
Picture
that
of a big giraffe taking a shower.
I know it's North Carolina, but it might as well be. It's all just, it's so bumpkin. I said, I didn't see a toy store. I'm like, what, the Toys R Us, KB? She said, no, the sex toy. I said,
love toys.
I said, you can't miss that. The big gigantic sign that says, over 21.
Oh, yeah.
She said, there's a very small part of that right off to the left, a very small sign that says ABC store. Now, you better get there because it's 10 till 7.
They close at 7.
They close at 7. So I go...
Smoke coming off of the tires.
I go hauling ass over there, and of course I got to go buy every dirt bag in the world that they're buying is Saturday night porno and wanting to take a shower, and I'm walking.
Was the ABC store, did they have a adjoining door to the porn store?
No, they don't, but it's right next door in a very cheap strip mall.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Were you tempted to get yourself a little hotel fix?
No way. I've been driving. I just wanted my bottle, as that lady said. Give me my bottle.
Well, I was just thinking, you have your little bottle and have a little companion.
No. My companionship is the magic box in the room. I was going to watch the Panthers and the Redskins.
Yes.
So I get my booze.
Not even porn gets in the way of your football.
I get my booze. I go to KFC. I get my what's supposed to be healthy chicken. What a crock that is, chicken without the. Meanwhile, it's just I know it's loaded with goo.
Right.
I know it's loaded with Colonel Sanders' bad goo.
It's entirely different.
Even though it's supposed to be, the good for you chicken.
I'm glad you have your vodka. It's entirely different.
So here I am, sitting in a hotel room in my underpants in Anderson, South Carolina, at 10:30 on Saturday night. About half a bottle of vodka's been killed, and I'm half nodding off, and I get the call from the boy.
You're describing my Saturday mornings.
I get the call from my boy. Hey, Dad, what's happening? Where are you at? I said, why are you asking me? You're calling me in the hotel. I'm in the hotel waiting for you. Where are you at? I don't know. I'm on 81 somewhere. I said, well, listen, here's the deal. So you don't come busting in. There'll be a key down at the front desk for you. So, I'm a dad. I can't help it. Even though my kid is almost 20, I'm a dad, and I can't just go to sleep and think I'm going to wait for him to just show up at any time. So I've tried his cell phone, and I get the thing where it goes right to voicemail, and now the game is over, and it's 11 o'clock. I've not heard from him.
You're yelling at the phone, hello?
Now it's midnight.
Hello?
I'm laying down. I'm not really sleeping. It's 1 o'clock.
You're on fume. No, Jesus, no wonder you were a little tired yesterday.
It's 2 o'clock. I swear to God on this, it's 3 o'clock in the morning.
So you're working on 24 hours.
Yeah, it's 3. I got 2 hours sleep before this. It's 3. Well, hold on a second. I got up at 5, and I was still up at 3 o'clock in the morning when my son finally came walking through the door, and I said, hey, dude, I have been trying to call you like for the last 7 hours.
And you start sobbing uncontrollably. I've been up for 22 hours.
No, and he said, I was going to call and tell you that some of my friends, was something with, he saw somebody, was going to knew that I had the hotel, knew the hotel room.
So he's already down at the school?
Thought it would be cool. I don't know if it was at the school or in Charlotte or somewhere.
Or back home?
No, because he was definitely on his way here.
Right.
Or on his way there.
Right.
So either way, all I know is that it was 3 o'clock in the morning, and I said, okay, great. Here's the deal. Go the frig to sleep, because we have to get up tomorrow morning, this morning, at 6, because the check-in for returning students at Clemson, it probably works this way at colleges throughout America.
Right.
They got it the day before freshmen check in. Second day of the weekend, the returning underclassmen show up. Now, there are 4,900 students checking in on one day. Clemson is located in a small rural town, and to get into the area of town where the school is located, it is a 2-lane road. And once you get on the actual campus of the college, you might as well be in a subdivision where the houses are 6 inches apart. I mean, you're going down streets that are maybe 8 blocks long, and then there's a stop sign, there's a dormitory. And so what you got to do is, because
their parents all over the place,
because it's a maze to drive around through this school area, which is why they don't allow the kids to park their cars there.
Okay.
What you have to do is get up early like we did, and go and wait for a place in line so you can be one of the first people to have your car allowed to pull in front of the dormitory or building or whatever it is where your kids...
Is there a line for each dormitory, or is this a line for the general campus?
There's a line for the general campus,
God.
And then once you get past the line for the general campus, you find out what house or dorm or whatever it is you're staying in, then you get put in the line for that. So either way, we got up at 5. We got in the car.
Couldn't you bribe somebody?
We got over there. We waited for 2 hours. We got there at 6:15. And finally, at 8:15, they came over and they said, we're going 1 mile an hour as this line is inching along.
Right.
The only thing that was keeping me going was looking in the rearview mirror and just seeing, I'm not kidding you, for 5 miles behind me, because the land is flat, nothing but just headlights for 5 miles behind.
More parents and more kids.
More parents and kids. So we finally pull in, and now we aced this.
And everybody, the parents that are coming down are the ones like you that want to drop the kids off that can't stay. They have to get back home, right?
Yeah, well, now there are a lot of local parents, a lot of like South Carolina kids, and for them it's nothing. They drive up, they drop the junk off.
What the hell are they doing there early in the morning? Why don't they drop off at like 2:00 in the afternoon?
Well, because they got lives too, Mike. Everybody's got something they want to do. So we get in line. We pull up in front of his place. It's now 8:30, and
how are his new digs?
Well, this was part of the problem. That we arrived and we walked over to the entry desk, and as it turns out, he said his name, and they said, "Oh, you have to go across campus to get your key." And he said, "Oh, I didn't know that." And they said, "Now what you're going to have to do is get out of line, drive all the way back to the other side of campus where we assign the keys, then get back in line, and good luck working your way all the way back up here again," meaning like maybe a 5-hour process. So
I went to college. That's when we'd implement Plan B, which is kicking in a window.
Well, now at this point, I said to the lady. First, I turned to my kid. We're standing at a desk. I turned to him and I said, "Hey, come on, did you know this?" And he said, "I didn't know. They didn't do this last year." And she said, "Right, this is something new we're trying this year." And then I said to the lady as calmly as I could, "Hi, I got up yesterday at 5. I went to bed this morning at 3. I got up at 6. I've still got a 9 to 10 hour drive once I get my kid unloaded. How about this? Can he go get the key? The thing is, the door is already open. Keep in mind, the door is open because there are other kids that are in there."
Yeah, well, that's fine. Then you can just move in.
So they said, "Okay, here's what we can do. One of you can start unloading the car, and the other one can go and get the key." So I said to Bart, "Well, here you go. I'm going to go get the key. You start doing the heavy work."
Right.
The lady says, "Oh, no, it can only be the student is the only one that can get the key." So, Bart said, "Okay." He's thrilled. He said, "Okay, I'll go. Bye, Dad. Bye, Dad." So he gets.
He knows he's not going to haul anything.
Right. Now, meanwhile, in my car, we've got the futon. We've got a television set.
Right.
We've got just boxes of crap. So it's me and a bunch of
suitcases filled with cinder blocks.
Me and a bunch of kids that I don't know moving this stuff into this apartment, and I'm not handy to begin with. And the problem with putting I almost said the F word, excuse me, a freaking futon together is that you have to use that goddamn IKEA tool,
hex wrench.
And listen, I really often say I want to kill somebody on the show, and I don't mean it, but really, that guy, I want to kill that guy.
Right.
Because it's impossible to put this futon together, and
We were all better off when the Swedes just imported porn.
So anyway,
Thank you, Bob.
it's done. I get the thing put together. I carry everything up. My kid shows back up. He's got the key. He gets his friends to get him to move the stuff back in.
The futon has now been turned into a cocktail table.
Well, I did the best I could, Mike.
Right.
I did it's a lot of heavy
I'm
wood.
sure if we get a piece of plywood, we'll be able to make it into a dining room table.
I want you to know something. There were no nuts or bolts left over.
That's a good thing.
And I did that without one of the first things one of the other dads that was already there, that was so ready for it, asked me as I was carrying all this crap in. He said, "Oh, the futon, that'll be fantastic for in the living room. Say, where are the instructions on how to put this baby together?" And I said, I grabbed all the screws, because I took it apart.
Right.
I said, I just grabbed all the screws and whatnot and threw them in this plastic bag. And
I don't know.
And I remembered, incidentally, the little IKEA tool thing.
That's right.
So we got to put together. Anyway, Bart is set. He was back. We got his stuff moved in. And I finally left South Carolina at about 10:30 on Sunday morning, feeling
refreshed.
Oh yeah, and at least I thought I'm out of here earlier than I think I'm going to be.
Did you pull any Clark Griswolds on the way back?
Okay,
where you drove off an exit with your eyes closed.
No, and I had something I wouldn't even say it's road rage. Oh, and bottom line, I'm glad I did it with my kid.
Right.
I'm glad that I was there for him. Yeah. It was a pain in the ass. The one thing I did nail him on, though, and really, I said this after I had, cooled down a little bit after his late arrival. I said, "You realize I just drove, because I watched the odometer, 620 miles today. I used about maybe a tank and a half of gas, a little more than that. You fill it up every once. I would never let it get all the way to empty."
Mm-hmm.
I said,
"How many tanks did he use? 8 or 9?
I said, I still don't dig this gas bill.
Yeah. I was thinking about that for whatever reason.
I don't dig it.
I was driving my large gas guzzling vehicle,
right,
and I was thinking a lot about that gas bill. And there's no way, Jose.
There's something hinky going on,
right?
But that, whatever. That's whatever under the whatever. I don't even care about it.
You're just glad. You have to get some sleep. You don't need to trouble yourself with those things.
It's done. So I leave, and I'm driving home, and thank God in North Carolina they've got a part of it. In South Carolina it's either 65 or 70.
Good.
You go through this part of North Carolina right past Charlotte, and man, the speed limit goes up to 80.
It's incredible.
So you set your cruise control on 88, and it's like, boy, man, you feel like the safest guy in the world. You only do 8 miles above the speed limit, but Jesus Christ, you're going 88. It's all flat. It's fantastic. I only had one problem. This is not even road rage, and it's just because I was overtired, but I'm sure everyone out there can relate to this. You're doing a long highway drive. We all do this. You're driving along. If you don't have a radar detector, I don't have a radar detector. You see some guy that's going fast. Well, you kind of follow him. You stay like 4 or 5 car lengths behind him, and you think, well, if they're going to be out there with a speed trap, they're going to nail that guy first, so I'm going to see it.
Yeah, and every now and then you get lucky, and you get a guy that you can really go in tandem with for miles and miles and miles.
Well, here's the thing. I'm not a tandem guy, okay? And I didn't mind leading the pack for, 45 minutes when I'm in the left-hand lane doing 88. And there's one guy in a white Toyota Corolla who is once I figured out he was just following just me, I would do stuff like slow down to 60 and move to the left-hand lane. He would slow down to 60 and move to the left-hand lane. Then I would punch the gas, move to the right-hand lane, zig in and out of traffic like a crazy driver, trying to lose him. The next thing I know, I'm back in the rearview mirror. There he is, happily following me.
Right.
So I finally had the point where we're on a two-lane stretch of Interstate 77, and there's 2 lanes going one way, 2 lanes going the other way. And there was nobody on the road. I'm doing whatever. At the time, the speed limit is 70, so I've got my thing set at 78. And this guy is right on my ass, and he's been following me since, I don't know, God knows when.
If there's a state trooper, you'll get in trouble. I won't.
So I slow down to 60, and he slows down to 60. This is from 80, right? And I move to the left lane.
At any time, did you look in your rearview mirror and notice that he was wearing like a black fedora? And he had no face.
But here's what I did. I moved back to the right-hand lane and slowed down to 45.
Right.
So the guy had to pass me.
Sure.
So as he's passing me, I roll my window down and I lay on the horn, right? I give him one of these and I roll the window down and I go, hey, pal! And he looks my way and I said, get off my ass! And he doesn't say anything and I said,
right.
Now, this is all while I'm driving, right? I'm yelling at I said,
Yeah.
You've been following me, left hand, right hand, go left, go right, slow down, speed up. You lead. You take the lead. I'll follow you. I'm tired of you following me. Get off my ass.
Wow. You were tired and been under a lot of stress.
I was. And the guy then, sheepishly, sets his I guess his cruise control at like 68 and gets into the left-hand lane.
And now you're going his speed.
So now I'm following him.
And now you realize you want to be going a little faster.
Now, this is where it escalates because he's going 68 in the left-hand lane and I'm following him because it's like,
Right.
aha, I'll show you, jerk face, ha-ha.
But he might not be a leader. He might not be capable of leading.
No, so what happens is that...
You sure he wasn't in a minivan?
No, I'm positive, Mike. Eventually what I do is I say, oh, screw this. I can't do this.
That's when you have to make your point and pass him at 100.
I hit the gas, and I didn't go 100, but I did like 80. I passed him, See you later. I passed him up, and I swear to God, 5 seconds later, I look in the rearview mirror. Son of a bitch is right on my ass again.
Grinning.
Right on my ass. So what I did, now what am I going to do? This is what an idiot I am.
You sure he didn't look like the preacher from Poltergeist?
What a loser thing to do. I waited until there was an exit, and I got off at the next exit.
Thought I'd follow you across the state line.
I got off at the next exit. I didn't need gas.
That's the best way.
Right? I didn't have to go to the bathroom. I didn't want to get anything to eat. I just pulled off on the side of the road.
And you didn't see him again until you pulled in your driveway.
I didn't see him again.
Thought we'd make the trip together.
But listen, I say this on behalf of all the people out there that have to drive on these highways all the time. It's okay to be a follower, but here's the etiquette. Here's how you do this.
Please.
If you're going to be on a long-distance drive, and there's a red car that's been leading the way for about 30 minutes, and you're in a black car, for instance, you know what you do? You pass them up, and you do the gentleman-like thing. You say, I'm going to take the lead for a while. And then maybe the red car says, you know what?
You keep your car in one lane. Even if you're in back of him and you're following and you want to get over into the right lane, if you're following, stay in the left lane. Don't do the thing where you go into the right lane, then you go into the left lane. And
No
you're following,
stalking.
because it makes you paranoid.
Right.
You can get away with, because I've definitely had people that were going at fast speed, and I love it when it happens, because sometimes it happens and it's good, but you stay in the lane. If you do the thing where you're zigzagging, like if you decide you want to get in the left lane, you're passing somebody, and then when there's open road, you get in the right lane, and then he gets in the right lane behind you, it makes you paranoid.
Well,
It's bad road etiquette.
Isn't something you were taught though? I mean, you should drive in the right lane. If you're driving on a highway and there's like nobody there, why
Stay to
drive?
the right.
Yeah, you're supposed to drive in the right. Mike, I know I learned that in driver's ed.
Well, I'm just the way I was taught, I guess. I've never followed anybody. I've never followed anybody on any long trip.
If
They
you're
all
out-
follow me.
If you're out there and you're a follower,
They never get close, though.
have the stones sometime to stand up.
I agree.
Have the stones to stand up. So, goddamn, was I sleep deprived yesterday?
Yes, so.
Boy, oh
That's
boy.
a lot of road time. But the thing where you killed yourself was Saturday night.
And the great news is that my wife had what she describes as maybe the best weekend she's had, and she doesn't know how long.
Isn't that fantastic?
She was able to would go to the beach with her girlfriends. And
Did she ever sleep in?
They went to every day.
Good for her.
And they went to the movies, and they looked at fabrics, and the weather was nice, so they spent some time out on the beach.
Oh, that hurricane didn't come up the coast.
No, it didn't.
Wonderful.
No, it didn't. And not that I chronicled this, but on my 9+ hour drive after the 4 hours of getting up and getting the kid ready, total times my wife called me while I was on the road,
right?
That would be one. One time when she called to say...
That had to really break up the trip for you.
How you doing? And then she said, because I gave her crap right away, I said, oh, how nice of you to call to ask how I'm doing. And she said... You know, I've been trying to call you all day. And meanwhile, now I'm looking at the phone, and it's like no missed calls.
Right.
I said, hold on a second. You've not tried to call me. She said, maybe it was when you were going through the mountains. I said, well, maybe you could have called me back then. And then she said, what, are you mad at me that I'm having a good time? I said, no, I'm not mad that you're having a good time.
Well, you could have told her the truth because you were mad that she was having a good time. You wanted her to have a rotten time.
Of course, no. Anyway, so that's that. My kids at college, and although I don't sound like it now because I'm agitated to be telling you the story,
sure.
I'll tell you that I'm a much calmer individual than I have been over the last 2 to 3 weeks.
I would imagine so.
Yeah.
That I got my house back now,
Yay.
and the kid's back to college, and she's back to work, and it's just me and the animals and the cleaning lady, and that's the way I like it.
That's good.
That's
Hurdles
baby.
cleared.
Yeah, so anyway, I'm mucho calm now.
Excellent.
Watch me. Watch how mellow I am. Boy, am I laid back.
Good for you.
I'm on top of the world.
That's a good thing.
Not really.
Not to be stressed.
I'm a mess. I'm just a mess. Glenn, I'm lying to you. I'm a mess. Glenn.
Yeah.
Glenn!
Come on, Glenn.
Hey, ass. Hello? I'm just saying how laid back I am. Hello? Dumb caller.
Oh, this we got to hear.
No. What is the deal? I hear you, sir. Go ahead. You're on the air. You, sir, the person on the phone right now. We're speaking to you. You're on the air.
Boy, am I glad I'm mellow.
Hello.
Oh, he hung up.
And he hung up.
Well, half the weekend I was nervous, too, you know. I had to wait till mid-morning on Saturday to find out if everything was okay with Charlie.
Yeah, but you were okay.
No, because when I waited half the weekend, I didn't get a good report. I got a fragmented report from my next door neighbor on Friday. I told you about that, right?
I know you did, yes. And I said to you, I believe the same thing your mom said. I don't know why you got pissed at me. I'm glad your place is okay. How's your sister's place, Mike?
I don't know yet.
How's your sister's place?
I don't know yet.
How's Kathy's place?
I don't know yet.
Mike, your place is okay, but how's your sister's place?
Well, I didn't find out my place was okay until actually before the show yesterday. Because the call that I got from my next door neighbor on Saturday, mid-morning Saturday, was, hi, we were going to go. I said, hi, Ellen, is everything all right? She said, we don't, trees, down, power. And then finally it just went, I'm like, Ellen! And all I'm watching is the horrible coverage on the news, which, was saying, Southwest Florida. Well, see, Southwest Florida is a very big spot, and I knew that the hurricane had hit just north of where my place is.
But you're okay now.
Yes. But I was nervous at the time.
Sure.
In fact, I was a little bit freaked out. Not by Ellen, because she was nice enough with all the crap that she was dealing with, my next door neighbor down there, to call me and give me an update. But because she apparently had gone to some community phone that they were using down there, because the phones were all messed up. But the community phone was just going, it's like listening to Chewbacca going in we're trying, water. And all I heard, one of the only things I heard was water damage. And what I found out yesterday was no water damage. And lo and behold, on mid-morning Saturday, I didn't get the no. I heard, drink, water damage, like that. And, but you're right, and I feel bad about it, because my sister they haven't let anybody even back. All I know is the road that where her place was going to the other part of the island is gone.
Well.
And you know,
Send her. You can send her a picture. Send
a road.
Send your sister a picture of a road.
I'm not going to be that cruel. You never forget that gift.
No, well, hold on. Here's the thing, though.
Yes.
True or not, yesterday.
Yes.
When you came in.
Yes.
You were pissed. You said, here was a quote from Mike.
Right.
This is typical of my family.
Right.
I'm talking to my mom.
Right.
And I say, my place is okay. And she says, okay, but what about Kathy's place?
Yes. And maybe it's the jealousy that
You
I've
did
had.
say that yesterday.
Yes, I said
Yes,
that.
you did say that.
Yes, I said that.
Not on the radio, off the radio.
No, I know. I did say that. Well, it's because here, I'll rationalize it in this way, okay? That obviously she's got a lot more problems than I have down there, and that the whole reason I got my place down there is because that's kind of where the family was down there, and I thought it would be cool, and yes, and I just want, I just want more. I always want more. I know you do. I want more. I want more from my family all the time more. I want more. How are you? How's it going? How about a phone call? How are you? No, nobody calls.
You were upset yesterday.
They wouldn't know if I was alive or dead if I didn't make phone calls.
You call your mom to tell her that
Nobody cares.
Your mommy loves you.
Mommy loves me. Yes, she does. 84-year-old mommy who sounds like she's 50. She's doing great. She's sharp. She's doing great.
Although you badmouthed her yesterday.
I did no such thing.
You did. You said. It was your mom you were talking about.
Here's and I thought about what I said to you, and I probably misspoke. But what I said was misspoke. I misspoke. What I did was I think obviously because there's more more concern about that. Because she's got more damage to her, but I don't even know yet because they haven't been able to. They're not letting anybody on this island that got whacked, Sanibel Island, Florida, which got really whacked. Yeah. But I was just. I don't know. You know what I wanted? Here's what I wanted. I wanted more joy. More joy that my place was okay.
It's okay, sure.
But she's never been to my place.
Who's that?
Mommy. Mommy's never been to my place. She's been to my sister's place.
Sure.
Dozens of times.
Well, she won't be going there anytime soon, will she?
Yeah, now she has to go to your place. The other place is ruined.
But I don't wish anybody in my... God, for God's sakes, no. But I mean, I just wanted joy. I wanted a little joy. Thank God. Thank God. I would have wanted to thank God.
Yeah.
I wanted to thank God like I did. Because, I mean, you know what really, and you know this more than anybody. Don was in here on Friday when I was looking, and then it was either Buzz. I think Buzz brought me a hurricane report, and I couldn't stop staring at it because I was really looking at this map that had it. And what it also proved to me, and this is for anybody that ever goes through a hurricane, is you literally can be within 25 miles, and if it goes a little bit north, if this hurricane had taken just even the slightest more turn to the right, I don't know how wide the swath is, but it's like a 30-mile radius of this continent. It's kind of like a tornado, and it's just a giant tornado is what it is. And that's
well, Mike, let me just say that, because I guess what you've been waiting to hear. I'm sorry I didn't say yesterday.
Right.
Thank God your place is okay.
Thank God.
It is.
Thank God.
To the best of my knowledge.
Thank Jesus.
I had another conversation with my next-door neighbor yesterday right before the show, and to the best of my knowledge, everything is fine.
Thank God. Good. Thank God for that, Mike.
I want to thank Ellen and Howard.
Thank God. And shame on your mom.
No.
For not saying thank God.
Mommy loves me. Mama loves me.
Okay, we gotta break.
She loves me real good.
She does.
She does. She's the one person in my family always been there.
Yeah. But she didn't say, "Oh my God."
She didn't say, "Thank God."
No, or "Thank God."
Oh, thank God, your place is okay. I would have loved to get that.
That's what you wanted. Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna break. We'll be right back.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
Good afternoon. Your question. You're on with Professor Beverly. Your question, please.
Yes, I have to say that living in New York let me turn this down. Hold on a second, I'm sorry.
Okay, fine. It's 43 minutes after the hour. We have another 7 minutes and then we're out of here. Are you back?
Yes, I'm a lifelong New York City resident. As far as being poor or feeling poor, I have to say that one thing that has made me feel poorer, probably since about last year sometime, is the fact that something has been ripped away from New York City, which I think should be brought back immediately, and that, of course, is the Don and Mike Show.
Oh, come on. Okay, thank you very much, Professor Andrew, and I'd like to thank you, including, by the way, our new callers. And that includes the Belcher. Very funny. Ha, 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 ha.
The Don and Mike Show. Come, tickle the toes of Don Geronimo and Michael Mara.
Please do. Des Moines, Iowa. KBGG, Salt Lake City, KALL, Reno, KBZZ, The Buzz. And there's a 10-year affiliate in Rochester, New York, WHTK.
Wonderful in Rochester.
Thank you to them for airing the show for the last 10 years. Joe Ardinger, please.
Yeah.
Joe, please, to the studio. Oh, do we have his theme, Robbie? Thank you very much. That's right.
Joe.
It's time for Joe Ardinger Show.
Joe.
Actually, this is just a segment of the Joe Show. Now, we're going to be prepping Joe on his questions for American Idol. I'll take that copy. You don't need that copy right now. We'll go through the questions in a second. But now, Joe, let's start. Joe is the world's oldest phone screener, and he's wearing a shirt today from the Kevin Arnold collection.
Bravo.
Joe has a woe, and we're ready for Joe's woe, and we'd like it to be as emotional as Mike and I heard a few moments before the show started today.
Joe's got some woes.
There was only one copy.
Just one?
I have an easy life.
There was only one copy of USA Today for the entire show. For me, for Buzz, for Mike, for Rob, for everybody. Joe, what is your woe today?
My Woe Today by Joe Ardinger.
Joe Ardinger.
Sometime around, April 4th. That would be springtime 2004. The USA Today subscription for the Don and Mike Show ran out.
Correct.
Now, this is not the first time this has happened. This happens occasionally due to the bureaucracy of a multi-million-dollar corporation. Things fall through the cracks. And between Rob and myself, we'll pick up the slack for a week or so, and we'll buy 2 USA Today papers at 50 cents each. Stay with me. We're doing math.
Okay.
Children. And so, Rob put in...
What were you eating before you came in here? Because you seem to be still finishing it. What were you... I have to comment on it.
I had a lozenge.
Oh, you had a lozenge?
And don't you love it when he's professorial?
Yes, professorial. Yes, absolutely.
Yes, we do.
Anyway.
He's holding the hand up in a teacher's way.
Yes, he is.
Yes. And another thought here. Yes.
I do declare. So anyway, Rob and I will pick up the slack for a week or so until the subscription kicks back in.
Buck a day.
Well, sometime in the middle of the summer, in, say, early July...
What is the woe, Joe?
Are you experiencing acid reflux right now?
No.
What is the
woe is that basically I've been buying 2 USA Todays for this company...
$1 a day.
April 4th.
That's right.
And Rob has put it through once... Put it through twice.
When you say put it through, he's requested from the corporation that
put a purchase order.
Put a purchase order in.
I have
for a
newspaper
newspaper.
for you on that today.
For a newspaper.
And Rob comes back with details and says things are getting taken care of. But the only problem is I don't know who Rob's dealing with, so I can't blame Rob.
Who are you dealing with, Rob?
I'm dealing with Michelle Webb.
Hold on, what is the woe? Is the woe that you have to spend $1 a day to buy us our newspapers?
Part of it. The other part of it is it's never been in my job description to collect newspapers, to be the paper boy for 1-10800 Main Street, Fairfax, Virginia 22030.
So your
now,
woe...
if they want to hire me as a private contractor, I will provide 2 USA Todays, but it will cost more than $1 a day.
How much would you? What would be the markup on the papers if you had to provide
Well, the
them?
papers would still only be 50 cents.
Right.
Delivery.
Now, see, here's the
per
thing.
90-day period, I guess $500.
Fair. How tough is it just to stop at 7-Eleven, just to pick up a couple papers for us?
Here's the problem and why I flipped out Friday.
And today.
Well, Thursday was when you got the Mattas.
Yeah.
Because that's when you kicked and screamed the obscenities.
Hard to pick a day, really.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Occasionally I forget, and they still need to be here because they're part of your show prep.
Right.
And so then I have to go back out.
Bummer.
Yeah, man.
Bummer every summer.
But my point is this has been going on since spring. I mean...
So your point is
if
want
the
these
company
papers...
wants to,
excuse me?
I'll pull out my goddamn Visa card and get the papers here tomorrow because that's all it takes!
That's all you have
So
to do.
get on it!
So you want the papers delivered here? is what you're saying.
That's how it works! It's called a subscription! Hello, USA Today! I would like 2 papers a day! How much would that be? Very good! Thank you! Thank ye!
He's upset, ladies.
They're delivering one now. They're
Alan.
Hey, guys.
Hey, it's Don and Mike. Here's our general manager. Same thing you said. Go ahead. Let him have it.
Alan! Get some USA Today papers here tomorrow! Please!
That's Joe.
He said please. That was Joe screaming, but he did say please at the end.
That's Joe. He's at the end of his rope.
Were you listening, Alan?
You know what? I just walked back in the door.
All
I
right,
did
okay.
not.
We know you weren't listening.
Joe, tell him briefly what your issue is.
Alan, I've been buying 2 newspapers for this company since April 4th, every business day.
That's $5 a week.
About $85.
Hey, I'll show you my pay stub.
So,
That's a significant percentage.
No, that's significant money to you.
Joe,
I know that.
you didn't come and tell me this on August 5th. Or September. What was it? April 5th?
April
5th.
Yeah, because you have such a close relationship with Alan.
Yeah,
How come you didn't?
You know, Alan, I forgot to bring it up
Over
when
cocktails?
Yeah, over cocktails.
All right, let me ask both of you. And I'll ask
over
you
cocktails in the
specifically, Rob.
Redskins radio booth.
No, hold on a second.
Joe is really hot.
Yeah. Why aren't we getting them? I mean, what's the reason we're not getting these papers? Well, with Alan on the phone, well, let's see if we
All
can
right,
do
the
some good
purchase
here.
order takes a long time to go through.
Why?
First time, because that's how
Because
it is.
it does.
Alan could answer that.
Who
better
does
than
it
me.
go through?
Michelle Webb files it, and Alan has to sign it, and I think Miss Bobby has to sign it.
Oh.
Once it's signed, then the check is cut.
Yeah.
USA Today took the time to lose our first check, which we found out. Then we resubmitted, and it turned out, Alan, I think Michelle Webb will bring this to your attention today. It was written up incorrectly, so we've now only subscribed for 1 paper, and Don and Mike don't share well, so we're going to need to get 2.
Now, excuse me.
No,
Issue.
You don't like to share,
Look,
do you?
How much money are we talking?
Alan, hold on just a second. I'm sorry.
$1 a day.
Me must take issue.
Day.
See my little sports section that's lying here, my USA? This is how difficult that was. I said, hey, Don, can I take a look at the sports section? Don took it out of his folder, handed it to me, and we do play well in our sandbox
All
together.
right, Buzz and I don't share well.
No.
And so we will need those USA Todays as
Anyway,
I don't share anything.
Joe is very upset that he's had to go and buy newspapers every day.
And also another thing I'd like to say, Alan, is I tried to renew USA Today through the end of, I think, 2009, so that we wouldn't have to go through this again and also save a little bit of money.
Right.
And I bring you one of those every day. Though.
Yeah, and and that's a hassle for you.
That's true.
And we need a Washington Post in here, too.
I used to see a subscription in front of your door every morning. Is that no
No,
longer
that's
the
the one
case?
I bring in from my home, Alan, because it's easier than actually having the company do
And
it.
Rob is incredibly nice to do that for me because I don't subscribe to the Post at home, but Rob brings that in for me, and it's really nice. Except
Well,
for
why
the,
don't we just
except for the food that's
subscriptions
on-
through the station, and then Joe doesn't have to pay a penny.
Anyway, the other thing I wanted to say is when I tried to save the company money by doing a 5-year subscription, Miss Bobby sent the purchase order back, said, who knows if they'll be here next year?
Is that what she said?
Yeah. So there's that.
Is that really what she said?
Yeah.
Oh my
Let me just say, we
Sent you one off to get
Of
a new
course,
nip.
she said it tongue-in-cheek, Rob.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you know, she's got that wit.
It's always tongue-in-cheek when the PO comes back.
Here's what I think we can surmise. Mike, I've wanted to say this to you for a long time.
Yes.
First,
Right.
thank God your house is okay.
Thank you, God.
Second,
Don, thank you.
Second, you really should just get the Post yourself at home.
Yeah.
So that Rob doesn't have to bring you his copy that he's already had while he's eaten and, done everything else at home.
Okay, well, I appreciate the suggestion. No.
You'll look into
Now, why won't you get the newspaper yourself at home?
No.
Why?
I just thought I'd say that.
But the USA Todays, those have to be here every day.
Right, but here's my other point. Cameron says it's fine. I can fill out an expense sheet when this is all over, but it's never ending, and nothing's getting done about it.
You're very mad, Joe.
Yeah, well, then I'll
Why
have
don't we
to wait.
just get a subscription to USA Today, and it'll be done?
Okay, well, here's what's funny, Alan. You ready for this side splitter?
Okay.
We did that April 5th. Okay, that's when we put the wheels in motion for the subscription. And as of today, instead of getting the 4 copies that we should, we're just getting 1 because of a problem with the purchase order. Now,
It's the first. Now I'm getting mad. I'd just like to point
Hey,
out.
if I get a subscription to the Washington Post, can I get it delivered here?
Sure.
Yeah, but that's bad because salespeople will take it.
Why wouldn't you want to just deliver to your house?
Well, I'm going to get two. I'd like to get one for here and one for when I get to a house.
And the sales...
I've been renting, and I don't get anything. I don't want any permanent
The
stuff.
salespeople will take it into the bathroom, which has got to be worse.
That's worse than my food.
It's a newspaper. Can we just
How come I was attacked?
Oh, no.
Why am I suddenly being brought into this?
Forget it. It's a newspaper. I'll tell you what I'll do.
Thank God your house
I'll
is
tell you
okay.
what I'll do every day. I'll get the Washington Post for me, and I'll get two USA Todays, and I'll do it every day.
Great.
All right, forget it then. No. Forget it. No. Deal off. Based on that reaction. That is funny.
Oh,
That's beyond fun.
That is
But Alan,
funny.
here's how you can help out. All ready? Here's how you do it. When Michelle Webb comes with you with the new purchase order, we put this through as fast as possible. Take charge. Make it happen.
Anyway, Joe's unhappy.
Is there any way we can fast track that, Alan?
I would think it is fast track now that you brought it up.
That's great.
All right, there you go. That's how you solve problems.
I don't think
Speed of light.
I don't think we asked for a heck of a lot around here.
Now that you brought it up to your millions of listeners, I'm sure it's right on the fast
We
track
just
for us.
need 4 newspapers a day. You know, most days we don't even read them. It's like a security blanket. We just need them around here.
Understood.
Okay. So are you cool now, Joe?
I'm not buying them tomorrow. They better be here. That's all there is to it. I'm done. I'm putting in my expense with my next paycheck, and I'm getting my money.
Well, then, Mike, can I count on you tomorrow?
Absolutely. They'll be here. I guarantee it.
All right, bye, Hal.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Thanks, boss.
Now, Joe.
Now my mind is working feverishly as I try desperately to find out who I can get to do that for me. There must be some underling that wants to improve his standing at the fun WJFK. There must be some minion.
I know somebody.
What about one of those boys that works on the Ron and Fez show? Well, I believe that is elevated stature now that he's on the radio. I wouldn't go.
He just walked by and looked.
He just walked by the window when you were doing it. That was good. No, I'll take care of it myself.
Okay.
Not.
Tomorrow, you'll hear on the show, we're sending Joe out tonight to the American Idol contestants. D.C. is one of the 4 or 5 cities that's been chosen. Morons have been lining up for 2 days now in front of the convention center. There's thousands of them down there already. Here are the questions that Joe will be asking them tonight.
Mm-hmm. He wants them.
You want them?
I'm excited about this gig.
So, here we go. Joe, let's do this. And again, these we want verbatim. Now, there are 27 questions.
Wow.
That we have taken the time to put together.
27 questions.
Well, come on, Joe.
Well,
Come on.
it says, may I ask you a few questions on the top?
Yeah, you're talking to
Would
idiots.
this be the most questions that he's ever asked?
Yeah, but you're talking to idiots who have nowhere else to go. They're already down sleeping in sleeping bags on the cement.
I know. They're all good too. That's the thing.
So here we go. Here's how it will start. And Joe's going down there tonight.
I don't know if I like 27 questions.
Wait till
I know
the
you
end.
are. Okay, Joe, let's go. Let's run through this real fast.
And I wrote this. Hello, I am Joe Seacrest from CBS Radio. May I ask you a few questions, taped for broadcast?
Yes, you may.
What's your name and where are you from?
Idiot from Idiot.
Are you excited?
Why, yes.
What makes you think that you have the talent to be the last comic standing?
Isn't that a different show?
Is American Idol your favorite show on ABC television?
Yes.
What do you plan to sing?
God bless America.
Can you sing it to me right now, really loud?
God bless. Okay.
How long have you been waiting in line?
Days.
Doesn't that make you a loser already?
No.
Please explain.
Okay, blah, blah.
How do you think Simon Cowell will smell?
Blah, blah.
Do you prefer fat, puffy Paula Abdul or thin, druggy Paula Abdul?
Fat puffy.
Would you suck on one of Paula's infected fingernails?
No!
No.
Are you nervous that Randy Jackson may eat you?
Yes.
What flavor do you think Ryan's hair tastes like?
Coconut.
If you could do one thing to Ryan Seacrest without fear of moral or legal punishment, what would it be?
Public castration.
Who is your favorite Olympian?
Duh.
Why?
Duh.
How many years has it been since Elvis Presley left us?
Many.
Would Elvis have been successful on American Idol?
Duh.
Idol contestant John Peter Lewis had an IQ of 75.
But I'm saying duh, this is just what the people will be answering.
Right.
Can you name a movie character with the same IQ?
Give me that one again, please.
There we go. Idol contestant. I blew out my voice at Alan.
Oh, have you hurt your throat?
You don't care. Idol contestant John Peter Lewis had an IQ of 75. Can you name a movie character that had the same IQ?
Forrest Gump.
Very good. Who would win in a fist fight, Ryan Seacrest or Billy Bush?
Billy Bush.
Alien or Predator?
Predator.
Can you name the 3 gay finalists in the show's history?
Clay, Reuben, and John Peter Lewis.
Pleased to be singing the theme to American Idol right now.
Okay.
That's like a non-singable. I like that.
I guarantee you somebody's going to try. American Idol sucks without Brian Dunkelman. What say you?
I agree.
Can you tell me what a metrosexual is?
Buzz?
Were you surprised to hear about the love affair between Clay and Reuben?
Was shocked.
Do you think I should be allowed to marry my gay lover?
Yes, I do, Joe Seacrest.
Good luck with your talent show thingy.
So that is what Joe will be asking the many contestants tonight.
Very good.
Tonight. In the line at the D.C. Convention Center. So good luck, Joe.
Yes.
And we'll hear that report on
Thank you,
tomorrow's
Joe, and
episode.
thank you for Joe's woes.
There you go.
My pleasure.
So you're not getting the USA Today tomorrow?
No.
Okay.
Good for you.
I'm putting my foot down.
Mike?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, I could tell you that I would, but if I even did, I'd be really angry when I got to work.
All right.
I'd be sitting in the 7-Eleven just being angry. You don't want that.
Thanks for stopping by, Joe. World's oldest phone screener, Joe Ardinger.
I might bring in some other magazines, though.
You what?
I might bring in some other magazines, just for snakes.
So, like, you'd stop somewhere to get something, but you wouldn't get the newspapers we needed?
I'll bring in a variety of magazines tomorrow.
But no USA Todays?
We'll see.
We'll be right back.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
Alien has a sweet heavenly voice, like Urkel. And he appears every Friday night, like Urkel.
Well, your story is very compelling, Mr. Jackass. Simpson.
The Don and Mike Show. You can call Don and Mike anytime from anywhere in America. 877-365-3636. They're ready to believe.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville.
Words are hard for them.
Right.
Don and Mike.
Well, we work for Infinity Broadcasting.
Yes, we do.
And, I just told something in secrecy, but I what the hell? You know that whole big thing with Arbitron?
Yeah,
they worked it out. They're going to announce it tomorrow.
Very clever.
So, our company, which is such a dumb company, and I know you guys don't even care about the ratings. I mean,
right.
You know, you guys, you listeners. We don't even talk about our ratings anymore because it's really not relevant. If you like the show, you like the show. And as I said a while ago, if we're doing bad, we're going to be gone.
Right.
You know? So you got to know we're doing good as long as we're doing good. We're doing well as long as we're still on the air.
That's how you know.
However, we just got some ratings in where we were flat out number one. Mm-hmm. And what they said around here was, shh, don't even dare mention it. Don't dare mention the name of the ratings company. Mm-hmm. Don't mention anything because this is it. This is the split. We've had it with the ratings company. We've had it with the way that they do it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's it.
So you just got that news.
Yeah. Breaking news. Where's the you got my breaking news? Because I'm really breaking news here. I don't believe the company's announced this yet.
Are you allowed to give your source?
I am not. I am not.
Source is close to the situation.
Because I'm pretty sure he'd get in trouble if they knew.
Okay.
Now, he didn't tell me not to say it on the air, but he said, it's a secret. Hey, Don, we'll have those ratings numbers tomorrow. Okay, so anyway, what a dumb company this is.
Oh, Lord.
What a silly company this is.
Oh, whatever.
Anyway, right, yeah. Let's open this thing we got from this guy, the singing senator.
Okay.
Stand by for, speaking of How inept Infinity Broadcasting is. Stand by for Vice President Michael Hughes.
Very exciting.
Interviewing Rupert from Survivor.
That should be fun. Now, the singing senator is somebody we had a great time with when we talked to him about how we didn't like his songs. Well, we didn't really say we didn't like him. We had fun with him.
Do we have his original CD? Yeah.
All the songs were the same.
They were all to the same melody.
Right.
As a point of reference, the guy's...
All with different lyrics.
He is the singing senator, Charlie Albertson from North Carolina.
Hello, Charlie.
You can go to singingsenator.com, check him out. He's an elected official, and he sent us a CD. He wrote us a letter saying, I've been in Washington before on business, heard your show, maybe you'd like my CD of songs.
So he liked our show, right?
And then we played the CD, we found out that every single song, it's about a 40-second ditty.
That was the nicest part about it. That was the biggest surprise, that they were all short.
All done to the same musical track. For instance... Remember this guy, the singing senator?
Legislature's back in town, there's budget work to do. Passing bills, making laws that affect me and you.
There he is. So we said, yeah, okay, well, what's cut number 2? Well, what's the second? It's like 15 songs.
We said, hey, this sounds amazing like the
We've got an election going on, and it's already mean.
Right.
Bush this, Kerry that, beats all I've heard and seen.
Now, hold on. That's got to be... that's a good one. Let's try the third cut of 15.
Carl Lamb is a friend to all. He's made it to the top.
So we had the guy on the show. Turns out he's on the level. He's an elected official.
Pretty nice guy.
He's a senator from North Carolina. And he said that he would write a song about us.
Yes. And I, before I was mocking the fact that they were all the same melody, and now I certainly hope our song is to the same melody.
This came from the state office.
Think it's a good chance, Rob?
I think so.
State office, anyway, Senator Charles W. Albertson.
Charles Albertson.
And the note that says, Dear Don and Mike, thanks a million, guys, for playing my songs. Love your show. Charlie.
That's nice. Charlie.
And here's the song. Not heard it yet. Just open the envelope. Here's the song, world premiere, that he wrote for us.
I was on the Don and Mike show, and what a thrill for me. The best of all talk show, heard all across this great country. Some say they're controversial and a little crazy too. To my friends Don and Mike, here's the singing toast to you. But I don't reckon that'll happen again in months and months and months. I don't reckon that'll happen again in months and months and months.
Bingo, thank you, Senator.
Now, just let me play one of his other ones.
Yeah, because it's the same refrain on every song as well as the same melody.
So here's one of the original ones he said. It's like all the other ones, but here we go.
We've got a trashy problem. What else can you say? And it's getting worse each and every day.
Singing senator.
Just say the word landfill and folks will fight it hard. Like all the rest, I want one, but not in my backyard.
And then here comes the hook.
But I don't reckon that'll happen again in months and months and months.
Right.
I don't reckon that'll happen again in months and months and months.
Anyway, the only one I liked, there was one on there that I liked. It was about his teeth. It was about dentists.
Oh, yeah, the dentist
What's
strip.
the cut
That was the only one that I really enjoyed.
13, 14? Number 5, cut number 5. Let's see. The singing senator on dentists.
And I think he's 70 years old, too, isn't he? Something like that.
Yeah, looks it.
I went to my dentist. It was annual visit time. He checked me out and told me I was doing fine. For my yellow teeth, doc, what would you recommend? He said, wear a brown tie and they will blend right in. But I don't reckon that'll happen again in months and months and months and months and months. I don't reckon that'll happen again in months and months and months.
All right. So we asked the singing senator, and here it is one more time. The song that he wrote about us.
I was on the Don and Mike show, and what a thrill for me.
Oh, good.
The best of all talk show, heard all across this great country. Some say they're controversial and a little crazy too. To my friends Don and Mike, here's the singing toast to you. But I don't reckon that'll happen again in months and months and months. I don't reckon that'll happen again in months and months and months.
And if you'll allow me one small indulgence, what I'd like to do, I don't know if they're queued up together, is play two of his ditties at the same time.
Very good.
Meaning our song and somebody else's song.
I think that's a wonderful idea.
Here we go. They're both going right now.
I went to see my show, and about a month ago, I knew I wasn't feeling good, and I told him so. Some say they're controversial and a little crazy too. I just got his bill today, now I'm sick again. But I don't reckon that'll happen again in months and months and months.
It's synced up so well.
Yeah, perfectly synced up.
Yeah.
Wow. How many can you play? I guess you can only play two at one time.
At some point we could play more than two at one time.
That would be fun.
Well, what?
Maybe these won't jive as well.
All right, let's try one more time. Pretty close again.
Looks like the price and gasoline is going to the moon. The best of all talk show, heard all across this great country. We'd wear holes in both our shoes and gladly miss a meal. To my friends Don and Mike, here's the singing toast to you. But I don't reckon that'll happen again in months and months and months.
Oh, that's bad.
Wow.
I don't reckon that'll happen again in months and months and months.
That's eccentric headache number one.
So let me see if I get this straight. His toast to us was, I don't reckon it'll happen again
Right.
in months and months.
Anyway, that's the singing senator, Charles Albertson. Now, Rob, you're going to have to book him.
I believe he's booked for tomorrow, so you can ask exactly what the meaning of that musical blow-off is.
Yes, very good.
Because it's really not a toast, is it?
No, we want more detail.
Yeah, I think it's a toast.
I think he took time to do it. Nice in his
your tax dollars.
busy senatorial schedule.
He's a senator now. Oh, we got to hit this break so we can do this Rupert thing. Rob, if you just hand me the box for a second. Mike, you might remember when we had a guy on the show from Big Ass Video. Kick-Ass Video.
Was that the guy with All Natural?
Yeah.
Yeah, and now we don't do the same show that we used to. We do the FCC-friendly show, but we had a pornographer on. And Mike told him his love of foot fetish videos. Now, sit down, Tiger.
Really?
We're not going to have time to get through all of these today. And you can't even look in this box until tomorrow.
Now, I understand that like 2 weeks ago he sent a little package. This looks like a much bigger box.
This is a box. This is a box. This is a box for you.
For me?
Just for you, Mike. Guess how many different editions of Barefoot Confidential there are on DVD?
20?
32.
32 all in there?
Wow.
He sent you every single one.
The whole series.
Let me just read you.
Just hand me one.
Something off the back cover of this one.
Well, that's number 31.
Barefoot Confidential 31.
Right.
Now, tomorrow we'll go through each one of these and find out which ones turn you on the most.
Really?
Good.
This one is called Black Feet.
Really?
You've been asking for them, and now you got them.
Dirty feet.
And oh, what delicious black feet they are.
Dirty feet.
Look at how soft and pale Maya's soles are. Much paler than the rest of her chocolate complexion.
Oh, black feet.
Yeah.
How would you like those? How would you like those sweaty soles jammed in your face? Black women have been oppressed throughout history, but it's your turn to be oppressed by this ebony goddess's commanding feet.
Wow.
Stick out your tongue and lick her feet.
Feet, they are. Let me see it.
Hold on. Oh, no, you can't see it till tomorrow.
Well, really?
Yeah.
I can't even see one?
Let me read you another one from Barefoot Confidential 13. Foot Day is the 13th. Bare feet in a toilet, licked clean.
No.
You can't say
You
that.
can't say that.
No, I'm not into that.
Let's see. Okay.
No, now we're getting into something.
Hold on.
It's all natural.
Yeah.
Some of these are a little twisted.
An English girl's tiny feet cram down a hungry throat.
Oh, wait a minute.
Foot washing with soap, water, and the soft feel. Wow. Okay, let me try.
Oh, dear. So these are naughty movies then?
Oh, yes. These are pornos. These are pornos about feet.
Wow.
Here's the Barefoot Princess one. This is Barefoot 23.
You sent them all.
Once upon a time, there was a stuck-up little princess who loved to run around the palace barefoot. She would give the servants... Oh, can't read what she would do.
Can't read that.
Nah. One day a prince arrived, and he taught her that he loved to lick her royal feet. He proved his point. By licking her feet.
All right, let me look.
And then he licked her filthy juices off her feet.
Oh, dear.
Needless to say, they lived happily ever after.
Just one. Let me look at just one. Please.
All right, Barefoot 23.
I won't look at any more, I promise you.
Okay, Barefoot 23.
Thank you, Don.
Tomorrow we'll read the rest of these boxes on the air, and then we'll give you your prize pack from the guy at Kick-Ass Video.
Yeah, terrific.
There are 31 different volumes of foot fetish video.
You know, I'd say there's an outside chance I might lose my foot fetish by tomorrow.
Some of them are called Smoking Toes.
Yeah.
You've got Foot Joy Galore.
Mm-hmm.
Foot Jobs Are Us.
Have you noticed these? Have you noticed on the cover of this, Don?
Yeah.
That on each, with each model, they give the shoe size?
Yeah.
That's funny. That's funny.
Mike, you might like this one. Barefoot Bitches.
Mm-hmm.
That's what these girls are.
Right.
Donna flies up with her hubby and teases him with her puffy bare feet. Then he's forced to watch her lick a stranger's feet she met on the internet.
Forced to.
Her evil grin as she licks the man's feet will thrill and chill you.
Wow.
Anyway, these are for you, but we don't have time for them.
Congratulations, Mike.
We'll read them at some point.
Thanks, Buzz.
On tomorrow's show.
And Buzz, I won't leave you out of these. I'll make
God
sure
bless
that
you.
some of these come your way.
All of the stuff. Robbie, yeah, put that box away for us.
And of course, like everyone, it's got the kick-ass guarantee.
Which is?
All natural girls, no condoms, all naked sex, and entertaining. Look at that. God.
We'll be right back with Rupert from Survivor.
Oh, I'll save some for Michael Hughes.
And Michael Hughes, squirrely vice president. Be right back.
Is the Don and Mike Show.
Survivor's life, narrowly sinking, barely floating, filled with stress and strife, anticipation of that voting, barely getting by, and your spirit has been broken when you hear Jeff Probst say, "Hey, the tribe is full."
You retarded.
Survivor's life, waving to a deadly spider. Well, you'd think that I could find a route and maybe ride her. It's a quick man's game.
You
gotta
retarded.
moderate the sass, and you must remember, outwit, outplay, outlast.
Shut up! The Don and Mike Show.
Trying desperately to give the human spirit some credit. Don Geronimo and Mike O'Mara.
Every single day. Well, isn't it funny it would work out this way?
That is pretty funny.
Now, we've got one of our bosses, Michael Hughes, the vice president, on the phone now. He's not here.
Right.
And I'll even cut him some slack because he's not here, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, he's got a kid that he just had to get off to college this weekend. Just like
you know what
that's
like.
I think that's his excuse for not being here.
Right.
However, Rupert...
Is Rupert a no-show?
Rupert is not called as yet.
The elusive Rupert.
Here now is Michael Hughes, one of our bosses. Hey, Michael.
Hi, guys.
Hey, first, before we start with whatever we're going to start with, is it your daughter you got settled in college?
It is, yes. We got back about 2:30 or this morning, I guess.
So are you in the same sleep-deprived condition that Donna was in yesterday?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Where'd you end up going, Georgia?
University of Alabama.
Alabama.
The Crimson Tide.
Okay, outstanding choice, and what a pain in the ass moving your kid down to college.
Oh, my God.
So now that we're past that, where do you think Rupert is?
Rupert's a no-show again.
You know, you're good.
I'm questioning whether he was ever confirmed.
You're, no, he was. He was. Listen, if it was just an opportunity to make fun of you, as you obviously know, we'd do that anyway.
Of course.
I mean, have you heard the comments we've made about your goatee?
Well, I'm having a great day because I'm less
jerk-faciest than the other guys.
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Do you still have your Van Dyke beard, Michael?
I've already called my mom, and, I've arrived.
Do you still have the facial hair?
Yeah, but not for long. Wifey doesn't like it.
Wifey doesn't like it.
Wifey, well,
and for anybody that doesn't know the history of this, Michael Hughes had indicated to you, Don, that he would be able to have an inside track to getting Rupert on the show.
Now, not that he said he knew Rupert.
No, he didn't say no, but you knew somebody that knew Rupert, right, Michael?
Yes, I do. We have a mutual friend.
And Rupert was promised to us and then promised again and promised, and much like today, he was a no-show.
Here's the thing. Michael sends me an email. Like I say, really, among all the jerks that are our bosses, he's the coolest, because at least he's been behind a microphone. He's
a little more of a radio guy, which makes it a little easier to deal with.
I've hit a post in my life.
Yeah, he's talked up a record, so he knows how it goes in radio. So, generally speaking, I trust him a little bit more, although, obviously, he's slimy like all of them.
Just never forget the enemy.
So he said... trying to be helpful. Yeah. This was around the time that we were going through the restructuring of the show.
Right.
And, they need more guests, need better guests, and I mentioned, reality TV. I got anybody, he said, hey, sends me an email. I got one of my best friends from Indianapolis is best friends with Rupert. The email from Michael Hughes said, I guarantee Rupert... No, hold on. It did say, it either said guarantee or promise. I can promise we'll have the guy on. And then it was, okay, we'll have him on as soon as he's either voted off or as soon as he wins the show.
Makes sense. And, Michael, since that time, you haven't really had a lot of contact with the show, have you?
With the Survivor show or your show?
Our show.
I've avoided you.
I thought so.
Now, you did keep it going at one point when we were having a conversation. And you were telling me, it was a really funny aside about what a regular guy Rupert is, that he had won his $1 million and he was going to Costco to buy his food or buy furniture, and he wanted his friends to come put it in the back of the pickup truck. And I think I said to you that day in the office, that's a great story. It'd be an even better story on the radio.
Yeah. Sure.
Yes, she did.
So now here it is, nearly 3 months later. And today is the day that Rupert was supposed to be on. And he's not called in.
I don't know him.
Who is? But who's the
now?
guy?
Wait a minute. Is Michael on the? Did Michael do the? Michael is not responsible for the booking for today, right?
No. Hey, Beth Ann, if you got a second, can you come in here?
Beth Ann, I think, can give us a background on the booking for today.
Because I got Michael on the inside line. Michael, who's your friend who is best friends with Rupert?
His name is Bill.
His name is Bill. Well, you should scratch him off your friend list.
We can call Bill.
Hi.
Bill's got good Rupert stories.
Hi, B.A.
Hey.
Hey, so what's up with Rupert?
Well, I've called his sister-in-law countless times, and she's not picking up the phone, but when I first called her, she said, oh, he hasn't called in yet? Let me call him now. So I said, cool, because we were in the middle of a stop set.
Did you mention the name Michael Hughes?
No, I did not. I probably should have, because I think she just would have given me her personal number.
That'll part the seed.
So here, this is absolutely choice. This is fantastic that it's ended this way, because after all that, this is the guy...
He stiffed you again.
Rupert stiffs people.
He stiffs us again.
Look at me. I'm still looking at the phone.
I'm still looking at the phone.
You guys are all dopes for looking at the phone, and you're a dope, Beth Ann.
Yeah, go ahead. I can take it.
On the sheet where she writes coming up on the Don and Mike show and the guests and stuff, look at Rupert is in like a crazy font. It's in a font with all kinds of like different colors. It looks like the beginning.
Tie-dyed Rupert.
Yeah, that's why I did it. Thank you, Mike. I enjoyed it.
Tie-dyed Rupert. And are we all in agreement that at this stage of the game, I mean, Rupert's like 6 years past his 15 minutes.
Yeah. We don't even have anything to ask him. All I want to ask him is if he actually knows a guy who knows Michael Hughes.
Hey, Rupert, been to any good theme parks lately? Oh, that's too good.
Dan, I want to thank you for dragging me back into this mess.
Well, I just thought it'd be funny.
Well, now, Michael, hold on. Let's be honest. You have kind of avoided us, and even though we've dropped the topic in recent months and weeks, you brought it up as kind of like an icebreaker. I mean, you've come up to the office and said, hey, what's happening? Things are going...
The phone's ringing. It's ringing.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it could be a sister-in-law. It could be a sister-in-law.
We may get that interview.
Rob's going to pick up the phone.
It's like a sickness. I have to get Rupert.
Calling?
Hold on.
Can you hang on, please? Thank you.
Who is it, Rob?
Some chick named Lisa?
Yeah, it's his sister.
It's not him. Well, go find out. I'm
Okay.
dying.
Come over here and we'll find out.
Pick
on
up the
air.
phone over here.
Have Michael interview her. Somebody with an excuse.
Yeah, hold on a second.
All right, let's listen to Beth Ann now.
Here she is. Come on.
Hello?
Yeah?
Hey, Lisa. You can't find him.
Now, this is not a joke, right? Ask her if she'll come on the air to talk to Michael Hughes. Right. So at least people know that we're really trying to get this
is Rupert's sister-in-law.
This dope on the show.
Well, she's called his home. She's called everywhere. Lisa, is there any way you could go on with Don and Mike?
And Michael Hughes.
And Michael Hughes, which is actually a very good friend of mine. Oh, cool. I'm going to put you on hold.
Oh, good. She's going to go on. Now we're going to let Michael handle the interview with this woman, and we're going to go away.
Michael, as you mentioned, you have a radio background. So what we'd like to do is we'll give you 60 seconds here. Who is it that Michael will be talking to?
Lisa.
This is Rupert's sister-in-law.
I think. Actually, I'm not quite.
Michael, we can't do the same show we used to do, but I would say this would be one of those circumstances where Don and I occasionally make pudding out of something.
So now let's put 60 seconds on the clock.
Go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, here now is Michael Hughes with Rupert's sister-in-law. Better go.
Hi, Lisa.
Well, hello. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. So as Rupert's sister-in-law, did you ever want to kick Boston Rob's ass?
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I had a couple conversations with him during the All-Stars before I got to know him as a person, and I sure did. I got to read in Riot Act because Rupert's just too nice. Yeah, he was dogging his buddy. They left the island as friends, supposedly, and he was having a heyday.
He's lucky, isn't he?
Yeah. Buddy Bill yesterday, who you probably know too.
Yes.
And I said, what are you doing? He said, I'm playing croquet with Rupert. Tell me that's not true.
Croquet?
Croquet. In dress whites.
I've never heard Rupert playing croquet in dress whites, that's for sure. I don't think he owns dress whites.
Can somebody give me time left here? I'm struggling.
A little help. 15 seconds.
13 seconds.
Less than
Did Rupert catch an alligator with his bare hands on a family vacation?
He caught one down in Louisiana with his bare hands. You're right.
He was prepared. One prepared question.
Can I go now?
Hold on, if I just may ask, ma'am, and again, how is she related to Rupert?
Rupert's sister-in-law.
I'm Rupert's sister-in-law and manager and agent and whatever else I have to do to help the guy out.
Well, what's your friend's name, Michael?
Bill.
Does Rupert know a guy named Bill? Like a close friend of his? How about a last initial, Michael?
C.
Bill C?
Bill C.
Do you think Rupert knows this guy? Because see, this guy, my boss...
We think Michael Hughes, our boss, is lying.
You know, it doesn't ring a bell, but that doesn't mean a whole lot. I don't know all of his friends.
Well,
so.
yeah, we figured as much.
Business partner.
It's his business partner. Have you ever heard Rupert mention a business partner named Bill C?
Bill C. In business with him for the Tournament Towers?
Yes. One of 3 partners.
He does have a Tournament Towers business.
Good. I've
heard a name Bill.
But you've never heard a name Bill. That's all right, Lisa. We figured it was all a lie anyway. Made up
graves with Rupert, for God's sakes.
He did dig graves. He definitely did.
He dug graves?
That he did.
Really?
We are.
Oh, that's a pretty good point.
How about a selection from the Singing Senator?
All right, listen, Lisa?
Lisa, yes.
Tina,
is it Lisa or Tina?
Lisa.
All right.
Lisa, thank you for your time.
Yeah.
You're very welcome.
Thank you for substituting for Rupert.
It's been nice having you on the show.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you very much. Have a great day.
All right, goodbye.
Say goodbye to Michael, our boss.
Goodbye, Michael.
Bye, Lisa.
Bye-bye.
Well, that was great radio, huh?
I think it was.
I tell you, I enjoyed every minute of it.
I think it was. Oh, is she still on the air? Hold on a second.
All right.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. All right, Michael, listen, consider your job done.
Yes, you filled the void. Thank you so much.
That's it. You're done. All right, we'll see you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
That was great.
You know what's good? He's really bummed about that.
I know.
He's really...
Well, I think he's bummed, but the same thing, obviously, and now I'm giving him a little more credit as much as I hate to do that because the same thing that happened to him happened to BA.
Yeah.
And you heard the lady that's his manager. You know, obviously the guy's not reliable.
He's not.
I'd like to be the guy like at Six Flags. Where is he?
Oh, yeah, that's how we
supposed to be by the roller coaster.
That's how we even found out that he was coming to the area. That's what brought this whole thing up again.
Right.
Is that I saw an ad on TV for Great America or Six Flags, whatever it is, saying, you know...
He was there last Saturday.
He was there last Saturday.
Hey, if he calls now, we got to see how long we can keep him on hold.
Not a chance he calls.
Can we try to book him?
I would bet you a year of going to pick up the USA Today that Rupert does not call us.
Yeah, you can't bet me something I'm not going to do.
All right, well, thank you, B.A.
You're welcome. Sorry about that.
Hey, it's not, you know who's to blame for that? His name is Michael Hughes.
That's right.
That's right.
For years and years and years.
Smart guy.
You know, and really what we should have said to Michael Hughes the day he said he would book Rupert on the show, you should have looked him right in the eye and said, I don't think that'll happen again in months and months and months. That's what you should have said to him.
Wait, you know he's going to book next? Tony Kornheiser. Let's see you book. Let's see you book him.
Yeah, that's another one, huh? It's another one of those rumors.
We got to break when we come back. Oh, now listen, here's a guy that we know we can get on the phone. Gerald Poley. Now, you may not remember this guy, Mike. We had him on, years and years and years ago, months and months and months ago.
Right.
This is a guy who speaks to Jesus.
Well, we need to speak to a man.
And here's his new thing. He has spoken to Jesus, and Jesus is concerned that Bush is not going to win the election, so Jesus is going to make sure Bush wins the election, and he's also in contact with John Lennon.
His wife is.
Okay.
So he's not. He speaks to Jesus, White speaks to John Lennon.
Yeah, if you look on the second page of your packet, you'll see the letter that Jesus sent.
Well, anyway, it's a long letter.
It is.
It's an endorsement letter. It's Jesus' endorsement letter of George Bush.
No, this seems to be quite a rambling, if you know what I mean.
So now here's the deal. He's got this covered from J and J,
right?
From both John Lennon and Jesus Christ.
Well, who needs more than that?
Both of them are saying that Bush should be the president, and this guy speaks to Jesus, and his wife speaks to John Lennon.
Lennon was instrumental in the victory in 2000. You probably didn't know.
You know, I'm reading a little bit of this, and I'll tell you, this Jesus letter sounds like the ramblings of a lunatic.
That's my Jesus you're talking about.
Can I have a little reverb, please?
Of course.
Just to read the beginning of this, of the Jesus endorsement, and then we'll get. Now, is this guy still a Reverend Rob?
No, his title is
Nutcase.
Right? Well, I wrote it down. He's a speaker. Big problem's name.
Oh, hold on. Oop, what the, slow down, traffic guy. Hold on. He's not on yet.
Go ahead.
I come to you today. Oh, hold on. Give me just some flat reverb.
That's interesting.
Hello? Hello? What's this? Hey. Music radio. Oh, come on. Reverb, Rob. Just give me the reverb, baby. 77 WA, Bailey. What the hell's going on? There you go.
Yeah.
Now
there it is. Hi.
Jesus endorsement. I come to you today as the ruler of the kingdom of God, which mankind often calls heaven, to give you my endorsement for the re-election of President George Bush. And then I'll skip to the bottom. From Jesus, of course.
Yes.
These are the reasons I endorse President Bush. There are others, but these are the important ones I wish you to know about. Support me. I am sending the strongest workers I have to each state to help the spirits. Don't vote for the Democrats. Re-elect President Bush. Save our children. We are in hopes the people of America will listen. Check out your state on the link above. See who's there. If no one's listed yet, do not feel slighted. That probably means the situation in your state is so good we don't have to work that hard there. You are already serving God very well. Yours in our Father in Heaven's service, now and forever,
of course,
Jesus of Nazareth, called the Christ.
Wow.
That's a memo from Jesus.
What's not to believe? We're going to have some fun now. I can't wait to talk to this guy.
Right, we'll be right back, everybody.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
When you look at the black race, black people are very gifted in what we call worship and celebration. A lot of us like to dance. And if you go to a black church, you see people jumping up and down.
Right.
Because they really get into it. White people were blessed with the gift of structure and organization.
Thank you, Reggie.
You guys do a good job of building businesses and things of that nature. And you know how to tap into money.
Yeah, we do.
Pretty much better than a lot of people do around the world.
Right, the white man.
Hispanics were gifted in family structure.
How you doing?
And you can see a Hispanic person, and they could put 20 30 people in one home. They were gifted in the family structure.
Yes, they were.
When you look at the Asian is very gifted in creativity, and inventions. If you go to Japan or any Asian country, they can turn a television into a watch.
Thank you, Reggie.
They're very creative. Then you look at the Indians. They've been very gifted in the spirituality. When you put all of that together,
What do you get?
guess what it makes? It forms a complete image of God.
The Don and Mike Show.
All right. Thank you, Reggie.
Possibly crooked. The Don and Mike Show.
Station break. We're on Westwood 1. You're hearing us in Norfolk, Virginia Beach, Tidewater, Virginia. On WBVA in Wichita, Kansas. BVA. 98.7 KFH FM. About Portland, Oregon. Max. 910 Max. And in Fresno, 105.9 KKDG. Those are the stations. Let's see. Tomorrow on the show, the Singing Senator, the guy that wrote the song, you know, the song that's like all the other songs that we played for you before.
Yeah, and we appreciate it.
That's tomorrow. Plus, Joe Mose.
Yeah, Joe Mose is going to be talking to the people that are waiting in line to be the next American Idol.
Right, not Joe's Woes.
No, that was
Joe
today.
Mose. That's Joe Man on the Street interview tomorrow.
Two distinctly different features.
Plus tomorrow, the girl who won $77,000 on some show on the WB, and now she's going to be going for $777,000.
This is a ton of cash. How come nobody knows the show?
Because it's on the WB. That's why. It's funny. I think that, well,
It's a supermarket sweep?
WB is funny always. Although I'll say this.
Is Peter Tamarkin the host?
WB, I would have to say, is now ahead of UBN. If I'm ranking the networks.
Which one has Amish in the city?
That's UBN.
Yeah. No, I disagree
UBN.
then. I disagree.
UBN.
I'm all about Amish in the city. And my favorite Amish guy, Mose.
Yes.
I like Mose because he talks like this. Everything he says, and it give me a chance to do the Amish speak. So if you ever ask me about an Amish, that's the way they talk. I've never
Kind
been.
of sounds like Ernie Scarface.
It is. It's exactly, and you know they all sound like that. It's very similar to
at the Brockett General.
I've never been to a bowling alley before. This is good. I've never had sushi.
That's tomorrow. Oh, and also tomorrow I want to mention kick-ass video, Mike's box of foot fetish DVDs. We'll go through them one at a time.
I might, believe it or not, this might surprise you. There's a very good chance after looking at one of those, I might be giving them all away.
And also tomorrow we'll just be talking for a while about how bad the Olympics suck.
Yeah,
they suck. I don't care how un-American I sound. They suck. Yuck. You pew.
Yeah.
Yuck. You stink. You suck.
I haven't had enough experience with them to say they suck because. Maybe it's because you're prodding, but I haven't watched any of them.
A lot of people aren't.
All I watched is that one high definition channel that all they show is like the Greek islands and from the helicopter. Beautiful.
Tomorrow we got to get into that. For those who have high definition, and I know it's a small percentage of people, but you're really getting screwed by NBC.
Wow.
For instance, and I know we got to talk to the Jesus guy, but Friday night, you know whose panties were all in a royal wad? Yeah. There he is right there. My best friend, he calls me up and he said, now Friday night, I'm getting my kid ready for college and everything.
Right.
He says, are you watching the opening ceremonies? I said,
you were, of course.
No. I said, no.
Hello, Don. It's Rob.
He says, turn on 4/1, which is the high definition channel.
Right.
I turn it on, and while on the regular channel 4, the NBC, they're running the opening ceremony.
Live, right?
Still is, just faggy and pomp and circumstance and a waste of time.
Live.
On the high definition channel, they're showing the opening ceremonies from the Salt Lake City Olympics.
I turned it on. I was amazed. They said, look what they've done. They're able to ice skate in the middle of summer.
Well, what's the point in having the high definition channel?
Correct.
What's
anyway,
the point?
you're getting screwed.
I'll get back to you.
It's pretty.
You're getting screwed. But tomorrow we'll talk about how bad the Olympics stink.
Stupid NBC.
And our basketball team, which cannot suck enough.
And now it's just Puerto Rico that they lost to, right?
Just? Yeah, except...
Excuse me?
Hello, Mike.
But aren't they still in the running for a goal?
Mike, hold on. Beat by Puerto Rico.
Yeah, but here's the point.
We got beat by slum kids.
But can they?
These are slum kids.
Everybody talks that way. Is there a chance that they can come back and win the gold?
No.
They're out of it now?
I would bet you. I bet you your Red Sox bet that the Americans don't win the gold.
Really?
Yeah. We stink.
It's a fair bet if we can't beat Puerto Rico.
Think about it. And tonight we play Greece, and they're worse than Puerto Rico. We'll probably lose to Greece.
Well, I think we're going to be angry now, and we're going to bounce back.
Yeah, right. Keep believing that.
I think that they're. I think that they're being.
Keep believing that.
I mean, they're the most talented team in the Olympics right now. Were they not?
No. Here's the thing. You're going to get me going on this, and I'm going to get way too wound up.
Well, you seem like you're already wound up.
I am. I got to calm down about this.
We, by the way, won our first basketball game today, as a matter of fact. I'm just reading. Just so you'll know.
I knew it.
So, yeah, I'd say the tide is turning.
Yeah, the tide's turning.
Well, it's one loss. They took them too lightly.
Who did they beat, Buzz?
Beat Greece.
Mm-hmm.
They beat Greece. See, they took them too lightly. That's the thing. And Buzz, you should have warned everybody that wanted to watch that game tonight.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You should have been.
Oh, spoiler alert.
You should have been like that other news station in town that goes, warning. You know, this is an update that if you don't want to see this later.
I actually saw a guy on TV say, if you don't want to know the results, and he went like this, put your hands in your ears and go, la, 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 la. Wow. All right, listen, tomorrow we'll talk about the Olympics, okay? Because we've got to talk to the guy who talks to Jesus.
Yeah. Gerald Polly.
Okay. Oh, here's some guy telling you to make that bet. Hello, Mike?
No, this is Keith. Hi, Donna, Mike.
Hi, Keith. What can we do for you?
Keith for Mike. I see that.
Mike, take that bet.
Take the bet that they're going to win the gold?
Hello?
Keith, can you hear me?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mike. There you go.
Keith, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Mike. Take that bet.
I'll give it some thought, Keith, but I'm not going to make a bet that's going to retract my Red Sox bet. I believe in my Red Sox, and I should be punished for supporting them.
They're still in the running for the gold. That's just one loss.
Come on, we suck. We can't play as a team. We got nobody that can shoot outside. We got nobody that can shoot outside. All we got are guys who say, I want the ball inside. I want to slam dunk like on SportsCenter. We got these dumb Euro trash punks who should go rent the goddamn movie Hoosiers and listen to Gene Hackman. Pass the ball. Shut up. Pass the ball 4 times.
That is
find
unfair.
the open man.
That is unfair criticism.
They're all foreigners.
They're what?
That's unfair.
They're all foreigners.
Well, they're foreign.
The
Jesus.
So what?
It's the Olympics.
We're getting our ass kicked by them.
One game.
Not one game. We barely beat. Who was it? We barely beat Turkey.
Greece by 6 points. What was 77 to 71?
Hold on. We beat Greece by 6 points.
6 points. We have another must-win game on Thursday against Australia.
We beat Greece by 6. How you feel about that?
You're going to be eating your words when we win the gold.
Your team of superstars.
Take the bet. Make Don massage Tom.
Oh, kiss my ass. I got a bet with you. I'll make a side bet with you. I'm serious. That same day of Mike's Red Sox bet, forget between me and Mike.
Okay.
Where are you calling from?
Oakland, California.
Get out of here. You're too far away. Forget it. I was gonna have him come down and suck on Tom's toes or something. I'm just really hot about it.
But you see, I'd get too much crap from people if we.
I know you would.
And I don't know anything about basketball, but I think that they still have the team that's going to win the gold.
I'm just too hot about it.
You're mad that they lost one game.
No, it's not the one game. They've played like crap in every game.
Yeah, this is the first game they won. They won against Greece.
They've won games, but they've looked like crap.
If you get me started, I might get you upset because I think the whole thing's a joke anyway.
Why?
I just think it's silly that the whole basis of Olympic athletes, all of them, is that they're amateurs, and then we bring in
Here's the thing. What we said so many years ago was, gosh, it's really not fair that all these foreign dudes
they use pros.
They use pros.
Right.
So now let's use pros. The problem is that now the pros that are coming from the other countries, because they learn how to play real basketball, not the BS that we play here.
Right.
They're kicking our ass.
Right. Wow.
The other countries are just. They're playing regular basketball. They're playing like high school basketball. Oh,
you mean like team basketball?
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Here's a guy who'll take a bet with me. Hey, Brian.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Here's the bet. whenever Mike concedes about the Red Sox bet,
I don't want my bet with you to be involved in the basketball bet.
It's just whenever Tom is down here getting his massage from either you or I.
Right.
Hey, Brian, I tell you what, big man, if the United States wins the gold medal in basketball, I will personally give Tom's feet a separate massage. But if they don't, you have to come down and give Tom's feet a separate massage on the same day.
I can do that.
I don't think you can. I don't think you got the guts for it.
Well, what's that going to do for me, Mr. Geronimo?
What do you mean, what's that?
Seeing you massage Tom's feet?
Yeah. You said you'd take a bet with me. Well, then what stakes would you like? Excuse me.
Hello, come on, radio.
I'm contemplating.
You're contemplating.
We don't have time to contemplate.
What are you contemplating?
I'll take your tickets. I would take your tickets to Game 3 Monday night against the Cowboys.
And what
about that, big man?
Hey, all right, big man. What are you putting up, big man? I'll put up Redskins season tickets for the Monday night game against Dallas. What do you put up, big man? Calling me incidentally.
Okay, I'll massage between Tom's toes with my tongue.
Hey, big man. Not good enough, big man.
Well, come up with some stakes. You're the
no.
You're the guy that called the challenge.
You called me.
Yeah.
You called me. I didn't ask for some dummy named Brian to call. You called me.
And here we are.
Because you called me.
Okay, let's work out a wager.
No, let's work out a wager. When the United States loses the gold medal, you'll just never call this show again.
Yeah, I'm sure. I've been listening for too long not to ever call again.
No. That'll have to be the bet.
Yeah.
You're out. Listen, anyway, I'm putting you in the book anyway.
You still listen, but
really?
no calling.
He gets in the book for big man.
Come on, big man. Come on, big man. Jesus.
Don't be that way. Don't be that way.
Why? You're that way, big man.
Don't be hating.
I believe you threw the big man out first.
I did not.
No way.
I did not, big man.
Roll the tape, big man. Roll the tape.
No, you don't control the show.
Hey, listen, douche. You want to go for really big stakes, big man?
Let me know.
I'm letting you know right now. How many zeros do you want to put on? If I don't say something I have to delete out because of your language.
You had to dump that?
Yes, I had to dump that out. You can't call me that.
New world.
Listen, here's the deal. Don't call me big man and threaten. And then when I say to you...
It was merely a rebuttal to your big man.
Put as many zeros as you like behind the number 1. You want to bet $10, $100, $1,000? Big man?
Let's make it an even 100, an even C note.
$100.
$100 bet.
Okay. That's fine with me.
All right, $100. We will need to get your information.
That is fine.
And I don't lie. If I lose the bet, if America wins the gold medal, I'll give you $100.
I'm a man of my word also.
Okay.
I don't like him, though, and I don't want the money to go to him.
But you're not a big man.
No, I don't want the money to go to him.
Mike, there's not a problem because America's not going to win the gold medal.
But, I mean, here's the deal. Even if that happens, I don't want the money to go to him. It's got to go to his... pick an organization, sir. Pick an organization for charity.
What house is your retarded brother currently staying at? What halfway house? Yeah, what halfway house?
Does the money go to Brian's house?
Is your brother staying at?
No, seriously, Brian, pick a charity.
That's comedy. Pick a charity?
Oh, boy, you're a funny guy.
And Brian, because you're too smarmy, and you would have gotten the money yourself if you were less smarmy.
So now I'm betting for a charity.
Pick a charity. Yes, you're betting
into.
No, listen, I don't
Pick
care.
a charity.
You're not going to win. I'll give you the $100 if I lose, but I'm not going to lose.
I'm still trying to angle for those tickets, Don, to be honest.
Jesus Christ. Hey, listen, dude, go on eBay if you want to get some tickets. You want to argue about the basketball team, that's one thing. Big man.
Can we move past the big man?
No, we can't. You started it, big man.
I don't. Well, you're the one on the national radio show.
Brian, hey, listen to this. You're right. You're on our radio show. You're in our house, man.
Big man.
I apologize.
For what?
Where does your mother live?
She lives in Horville.
And who's going to win the Olympic gold medal in basketball?
Honestly, it's USA, Don.
Anybody but the USA. God.
Gotta be kidding.
You know why we're going to lose? Because our players are going to be so tired from being with your mom.
That's you
all night.
Touche.
Touche.
Big man.
Amen. Right, and if you call me...
big man again.
Big man. Listen, I'm sorry you're a little man, and you're right. I guess in your eyes, I am a big man. We all need heroes. We all need someone to look up to, someone to aspire towards being.
Now, I was almost agreeing before, but now I'm coming around on this. I want to hear Brian explain why he thinks the USA is going to win the gold. Tell us why, Brian.
2 reasons.
Yeah. That feels good. Is that a palate cleanser or what? That is a wonderful palate cleanser.
Sure it is, big man.
Oh, what a shame he got hung up on, big man. To lick.
Right, big man. Big man. Well, big man, I got your Redskins tickets, big man. Jesus. Jesus, no pun intended. Now, wait, the Jesus guy, he's on the schedule today?
Oh, and that worked out great because that guy was so smarmy, I got to still massage Tom's feet.
What?
Can you call him or I can reschedule him? It's your call.
Can he wait for a commercial break?
I think so.
Is he that tight? Good, call him up right now and see.
Is he?
I apologize. Took too long. Who else is on the phone here? It's still about the Olympics. Hello, Mike.
Yes, sir, Mr. Don.
Hi there. Please call me big man.
Oh, no, okay, big man.
Thank you.
I might be able to share some information that I don't know for sure is right, but I think if you lose a game, the best you can do is third place in the Olympics.
I don't know about that. Who knows? Thank you, though, Mike.
That's a different round.
Thanks for calling me big man.
Speculation.
Hello, Jerry.
Tom and Mike mixing it up with the dummy beebles. Listen, dudes, the worst part of the Olympics, by far, is NBC's coverage. They refuse to show below the waist of those half-naked swimmers, male swimmers. They refuse to do
He's not happy.
Rob? Gerald can wait in 10 minutes, or if you want more time for him, you can go tomorrow. So
no, let's
your
do
call.
it. You want to talk to him today or tomorrow?
Let's talk to him tomorrow. I want to talk to the peoples.
Well, you want a phone scan?
Yeah, I want to talk to the peoples. I'm all wound up. I want to get into it with these peoples. I mean, you got it all stirred up, and I think we're motivated now.
Okay.
We'll talk, we can talk to the guy that talks to Jesus any day.
Okay, phone scan lies straight ahead.
And I'm trying to get some information on this Olympic thing.
What are you looking at, USA Today?
Yeah. Isn't that funny? I was trying to get information out of this paper. America's newspaper.
From the one newspaper that we get here at the station.
Isn't that ridiculous? I'll find out when I buy it tomorrow.
We'll take your phone call for whatever time we have left in the show here. 877-365-3636. That just means a better guest for tomorrow.
Very good.
We'll have the guy, the Jesus guy, on tomorrow. Your calls now. Call us from anywhere. These calls are on screen on the phone scan, 877-365-3636. We'll be right back.
Is the Don and Mike Show.
Hi, Eliza. Jerry, don't get up. Ah, boy, I'll tell you. Every time you come back from a tour, I don't know what it is, but there must be something in the air or the tour. It really becomes you. It's like you become rejuvenated. I don't know what it is. Isn't that so, everybody? Isn't that so? Hey, that's true. I'll tell you, it's amazing. It's amazing. You look wonderful. And, yeah, I know. You look wonderful, too, Jerry. I wasn't leaving you out. Right? Yeah. Oh, Jerry, I love this guy. Always coming up with these great lines. I love him. I love him. He's wonderful. You're wonderful. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Rupert, the bus is here. It's early. Try to be on time for once.
I can't believe this. I gotta go now. Yeah, I gotta catch a bus. Jerry, take care of yourself. Baby, be good. Good luck in Rio.
Now keep in mind, Rupert Pumpkin was allegedly talking to Jerry, the Johnny Carson guy, Jerry Lewis, and Jerry Langford, and Liza Minnelli, right?
Liza Minnelli. Don and Mike, how can I say this? Are a gang.
Right.
Be a dear and listen to the Don and Mike Show.
All right, phone scan right here. Give you the lineup for tomorrow's episode. Joe at American Idol, right? The lady from the WB show who's competing for almost $1 million. The guy who talks to Jesus and John Lennon and says that Both Jesus and John Lennon want Bush to be voted back into office.
I still look forward to that interview.
And we'll talk to the singing senator on tomorrow's episode.
Very good.
All of that's just the stuff I got written down.
Yeah.
Right. Plus, all the other crap we fill the show up with every day. Now 877-365-3636 for the phone scan.
All right.
Rotating random phone scan. These are unscreened calls, and you are voiced. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hello?
Yeah, hi, you're on the air.
Hi, this is Mike. I just wanted to say that that guy Brian you were talking to, you said big guy first.
I really don't think I did.
I didn't hear it that way.
It's not.
You said big guy
No,
first.
you don't say big guy.
It's not one of the things I say. I call guys' names.
I agree, but you said it. You said it first.
How did that work? How did it go?
You said some big guy.
No, you're full
wrong.
of it.
You're wrong.
Now I know you're lying.
No,
wrong.
I'm telling you, you did.
Okay.
I mean, you went on and on about it, but you said it first, not Brian.
Okay. What else did you want to say?
That's all.
Yeah, right. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Don, Mike, he wasn't big guy, it was big man.
Okay, big difference.
Okay, so what? He said...
No, you said big man.
I said big man?
Yeah, and you probably... What?
The caller did.
He said it first.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. Okay,
Big deal.
That was a jerk face. Listen, the guy was...
Can we all agree that the guy was a hump?
Here's the thing. Some guy wants to call the show, even if you want to argue with me about the Olympics or whatever, and says he wants to make a bet. I don't say what you got going, big man.
Or big guy.
Big guy.
No, that's not you.
You never said big guy. Regis Philbin says big guy.
Hey, big guy. I say that to babies. I say that to my godson, Rob.
God, I'm just so frustrated because you know what it means.
What?
It means another night of you and I pouring over the tapes.
Hello. Don and Mike Show.
Good afternoon, Don and Mike. How are you?
Hi, we're doing great, thank you.
Can you imagine really... Hold on, sir, because I've got a thought here. Can you imagine, seriously, if in the 20 years that we've been doing this radio show, if we really were that obsessive, about shows that were, let's put the old Hollywood term, in the can.
Yeah.
Do you know how insane we'd be?
Yeah.
Doesn't Letterman sit there, and obviously it's only an hour, but doesn't he do a thing where he watches the entire show?
He used to. I don't think he does it anymore.
He doesn't do it
He
anymore?
hated it, and that's why he stopped.
Oh, my God.
I can't even stand to hear a tape of the show when I'm on vacation. Even if it's a good show, I listen to it and go, God, we stink.
But if we did the show and then listened to it afterwards?
Oh, no. The worst. Hello.
We've already heard it.
Hey.
Hey, there is no better radio than when some tool comes up and gets you angry. Don't they know by now they're not going to win?
Well, it's all in good fun.
Thank you, my friend. I'm going to have to ask.
One more.
No, hold on. No more thanks for you. Oh, shut up.
Hello?
Hey. Would you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Did you tape that last segment? I mean, not this one. The last one?
Maybe.
Okay. All right. I know we got these secret rules about if we tape stuff or not, but
Might be available.
Okay. All right. Would you go back to that call and just listen to hear?
I would say you said it first.
Yeah. See, would you just let me know?
If I can, I will.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
If the tape exists.
Bye. Yeah, if it exists.
She's smart, though, because she doesn't necessarily want to come in and give you that news.
Hello, Don and Mike.
She walks in and goes, Don.
Hey, Don and Mike, how you?
You said big guy.
Well, then I'd be, okay, big guy's different than big man, though. But I don't think
somewhere that guy Brian's going to be out high-fiving his buddy.
I don't think I said it. And I stand by. I don't think the United States is going to win the Olympic, the gold medal in basketball.
I've been poring over the newspaper. And
There's 5 minutes left in today's show. I'm glad you're finally reading today's newspaper.
I'm pouring over it, and they got you got the men group B and the men group A. There's two groups, A and B. You got Greece, Lithuania, Puerto Rico, Australia, the United States, then Italy in Group A, Spain, Argentina, Serbia, and Montenegro, China, and New Zealand in Group B. There's no one yet has explained to me how this thing works.
Just watch out for the Chinese. That's a good basketball people.
So I would say right now the Greece was 1-0. Greece is now 1-1, and it really hinges on what Lithuania and Puerto Rico do.
That's right.
But Puerto Rico's already kicked our ass.
Well, they're 1-0, but I think it's the standings. So we have these they have these little standings. It's not like if you lose one game, you're out.
But I'm telling you, the team stinks.
The big article I read, I actually read it during the break, also said it was a big deal as to whether Greece would even be competitive, and if they were competitive, which they were, a 6-point victory.
We only won by 6.
No, that is very bad news for the U.S. team.
Yeah. Hello? You're on the air.
Yeah, I'm here. Did you guys get that figured out?
Yeah, what figured out?
The Olympic thing. I guys went off a little fan. Because that's not what I was calling.
What?
I was calling.
Wait, is everybody wearing the bust ball suit today?
What can we do for you?
Well, I just want to call and say it sure seems like you do a lot for Bart. It doesn't seem like you do a lot for you in return. You do a lot for Bart.
It seems I do a lot for Bart. And what?
And he doesn't do a lot for you.
Oh, now, two in a row. He's a copy.
No, hold on. No, he's not a copy. And I don't care if he is. It would be quite boring if I told you how fantastic my son is. You wouldn't listen to this show if I told you, for instance, and I'm going to do this now.
Oh, you're right.
Hold on. Hey, shut up! I'm going to tell you. Shut up! I'm going to tell you something about my kid now that I don't say on the air because it's not.
A loser.
Shut up!
He can't. No, you don't understand. You're trying to communicate with a guy he's got one agenda.
Okay.
I don't want it. You want it. You dump him and then say what you're going to say about your kid. You're never going to get anywhere with this guy because all he wants to do is bust balls.
Keep talking.
I mentioned what a pain in the ass my kid is, which he truly is. I don't mention because it sounds self-serving and it's bragging and who cares if I told you what a good heart he has. If I told you about this year when he came back from college, when he had the opportunity to work full-time, he chose to work part-time. Why? Because he's lazy? No, because 3 days a week he went to Southeast Washington, D.C. to work as a volunteer, to give something back. He didn't earn any money. He didn't ask anybody's thanks for this. He did it because he wanted to give something back. What does my kid do for me, you dumbass? You can't figure out by listening to the radio that maybe there's two sides to the story, that maybe that what you hear on the radio is just me bitching about him and what a pain in the ass he is and how lazy he is. Do you really want to hear? Because I'll tell you, he is simply the greatest son a man could have. I love him more than life itself. He respects me. I respect him. He makes me laugh. He makes me think. He's deeper and a better person than I could ever pray to be in my entire life. But if I talked about that all the time on the radio, I would be like goddamn Kathy Gifford talking about how wonderful Cody is.
Right.
God, and you're right. Why are so many dummies?
No, you had to hang up on that guy to make your statement because the guy was just trying to bust balls.
Yeah, I mentioned that my kid had a $700 gas bill. Did I also mention, and I guess I didn't, that the very next day he went to his bank account and got $350 and paid half, and that now he's going to be paying me $75 every week until the thing's paid off? Do you care about that? I mean, would you care about knowing that while I've been going through some medical stuff that I've not even talked about on the air, there's not been a more supportive person in the world than my son? Not to mention my wife. Did I ever mention that? Did I ever mention all the times that the little things that he does? They're boring to hear it on the radio. I sound like Jack Diamond when we talk about how great my kid is. But he's a pain in the ass. Sure. Okay? Come on. Hello, Don and Mike.
God, that was really boring.
Hello, Don and Mike show.
Hey, I just want to be the first to express my sorrow to the family of Kirstie Alley.
The family of Kirstie Alley?
Why is that?
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, what a terrible way to die. I mean, getting stuck to a couch like that.
Oh, okay. All right. You know what? All right, you're pulling something from Buzz's News. That's okay.
You're pulling something from Buzz's News of last week, but it was a significant enough story.
Oh, he got a chime.
Where we're still thinking about it.
He got a chime. Yeah. He got a chime. And Buzz, worth the W-E-I-G-H-T.
That's true.
Not W-A-I-T.
I'm still thinking about that.
Hello, Don and Mike.
Hello?
Hello, phone scam.
Oh, good afternoon this afternoon.
How about it? What can we do for you, about it?
Hey, lad. Hey, calling from Rochester, New York, WHTK.
Right.
Trying to figure out a way to butter up a program director in another city to hire.
Wait a minute, are you a real radio guy?
No, I'm on the promotion side. I used to be inside.
Sorry, radio guys are not allowed to call.
Not unless they're invited. Hi, Don and Mike show. Hello?
Guys?
Hi, you're on the air.
I just wanted to check in and see if BA is songed up today.
See if BA, this will be another BA phone call.
Is BA, but you know what? He deserves an answer based on the way he asked, is she thonged up today?
Yuck, I don't want to know. Hello, Don and Mike show. I mean, no offense, B.A.
Why should you take him? I like the way it was expressed.
Hello, Don and Mike.
I'm going to be asking women all over America, hey, are you thonged up?
Hello.
Hi, I was going to call for something else, but when you talked about Bart, I got a comment. When I was in university, I volunteered too, but I did fun things like working at a daycare or bingo with seniors. It takes a lot of guts to work in an urban city center.
Yeah, but see, here's why I don't mention it. Because then it's like self-serving, and that was my point to the whole guy. So just forget I said that, okay?
Well, volunteering itself is self-serving. It's supposed to be...
No, it's self-serving when I talk about how fantastic my kid is.
You know, you can talk about volunteer work seriously, and a lot of people would tell you it is self-serving because the people that do it probably get more satisfaction out of it than anybody else. That's how it's self-serving. When you're talking about on the radio, it's just pompous and arrogant.
Hello, Don and Mike show. It's true.
Like Jerry Lewis.
Yeah.
I mean, really, don't you agree? We've always agreed about that.
Yeah, correct.
If you do good work, of course it's self-serving. You do volunteer work, you help people out. It is the most self-serving thing you can do because everybody I've talked to, including my 84-year-old mom who's done her whole life, said it's the most gratifying, satisfying thing you can do. You put that on the radio and you become Jerry Lewis, which is pompous and, and arrogant.
Hello, Don and Mike.
Hey, Don and Mike, how you doing?
Hi, we're doing great, thanks.
Hey, I was wondering, when is the 2004 fantasy draft scheduled for? That's got to be the best 4 hours of radio. And I'm less than take the day off of work and sit by the radio and watch and listen to Buzz. He's had some brilliant picks.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
I have.
Fortunately, it will not last 4 hours this year.
Well, it might with the drinking.
And we, as a matter of fact, will have it, I think, the week before the season starts.
The week before the season starts?
Hold on, I have breaking news from Beth Ann. Yes, B.A.
Don?
Yes.
If I could listen and go back in time,
Yeah?
you said it first.
You're fired. and in what reference did I say it to him?
It was in the very beginning. Hey, Brian, blah, 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 blah. Okay, big man.
Oh, so I said...
Whoa.
Yeah.
Big difference?
Big man, not
big man
big
and
guy.
big guy. No, not the same thing.
Right.
Hey, big guy. If you're saying, hey, big man...
He said big man.
Yeah.
Don said big man?
Yeah, and he said it first.
It doesn't matter. Big guy was what the challenge
Big guy was the challenge?
Yeah.
Okay.
So did I win or lose that?
You won.
Oh, hey, bonus.
No, if a listener disputes me, I want to hear it. There's a difference. Big guy, right? I think I'm right about this.
Yeah, Don, you've won and you've beat Greece and Puerto Rico.
But you still have to beat Australia.
All right, thanks, Beth Ann.
You're welcome, bye.
And however you found out about that, destroy that tape or whatever it is that you...
I don't know what you're talking about.
Right,
Exactly.
bye-bye. There you go. Bye-bye. There she is. Good producer. Beth Ann.
Yeah.
Hello, Don and Mike show.
I was just thinking about something and I forgot it. Hey, man, that's weird the way stuff goes.
Hello, Don and Mike.
What's up, big guy?
Hey, what's happening, big man?
Hey, Don, I got to tell you, I think you're a bit of a brown nose when you're telling Les Moonves that his girlfriend is hot. She is not hot.
Oh, I disagree.
And
she's not hot at all.
If I could tell you, Julie Chen is one grade A piece of ASS. And if you knew, and hold on a second, can we all stop for a second? Les Moonves, the last time I checked, is still pissed at us, hung up on us, because I brought up the relationship with Julie Chen.
Well, I always ask somebody who disagrees about what women they think is hot. Who, in your estimation, would be a TV hottie?
But she's got to be Asian, like Julie Chen. Who's an Asian hottie?
Who's an Asian hottie? I mean, you can't really...
Oh, come on, it's easy. I got it right away. Margaret Cho.
Margaret Cho. His girlfriend, you got to suck up.
Oh, God.
Shut up.
He doesn't get it.
Again with a shut up.
I don't care.
But Julie Chen is one sweet boy. Would I like to read that fortune cookie?
And a message for all the copycat ballbusters out there. Once it happens once, the statute of limitations runs out.
Hi, Don and Mike show.
Hey, guys.
We like doing the show a lot better where we don't have to yell at you so much. So please...
Don't make a show.
If you're going to call the show, don't be stupid.
Yes, a little decorum, please.
Hello.
Except on the part of the hosts.
Hello.
Hello.
You're on the air.
I am?
Yeah.
All right. All I know is the guy who played Mozart was also in Animal House.
Okay. Hi, Don and Mike show.
Yes, thank you.
Turn down your radio or just hang up. That's fine. Hi, Don and Mike show. Hello. I feel like Paul McCartney now doing one of those bits he does for his dead wife where he walks through the minefield.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Don and Mike show.
Hey, Don and Mike, what's up, fellas?
Hey, hi there.
Hey,
I just want to let you know, Don, that you are so right that America...
All right, thanks, big man. Hi, Don and Mike show. Hello.
Let me tell you what you don't do. You don't call him narco.
What are you talking about, Elvis?
I think so.
That's right. And you don't call him narco.
That was yesterday's show. And the only person allowed to mention previous shows is the fat lady that was grafted to the couch.
Don and Mike show. Hello.
Well, I'm in trouble then because I was just calling up to thank you guys again for yesterday's show.
Okay, forget it.
The nerve.
I'm in trouble,
Yeah. How dare you? How dare you call the phone?
You know what's a shame is when you get those other guys, then a perfectly nice caller is mistreated like that.
So we call that friendly fire.
Friendly fire.
Happens.
It happens.
Hello, Don and Mike show.
Rob A?
Yeah, he's here.
Play me in, please.
Oh, hold on. It's your girlfriend.
Oh.
Must be Karen calling.
Karen is a lady that calls often and has her own theme song. All right.
Like a little warning next time, okay?
These are unscreened calls. What do you want, Robbie?
She can send a wire.
All right, hold on. Now, everybody, stay tuned for a regular caller on the phone stand. Karen.
She's a dog, she's a queen, she's a gentle like a teen, and Karen is her name. Karen. At a party, she's a number in a rock and rollin' number. Everybody's glad she came.
That's me.
Karen.
Okay.
Karen,
I'd like to make a point.
Yeah.
I'd like to make a real point here. Okay. Does anybody here really believe that Karen is a strong enough caller to warrant a theme song?
No, but I give her...
I know her name is Karen. And
I give her points, I give her points for remembering that she has a theme.
Okay.
And I really think the whole point of the call is usually the theme. All right, don't expect anything beyond this.
Come on, Karen.
She's a dog, she's a queen, she's a gentle like a teen, and Karen.
Karen.
Yes.
What can we do for you, Karen?
Yes, I'm a strong enough caller. I'm
All right,
right there.
then Karen, I spoke out of turn, and Don and Rob have both said now that you don't have to be a strong caller, so you don't have to wow me. But why don't you wow me anyway?
Well, I'm Rob A's type. The Aryan race would love me. I'm very Swedish, very blonde.
There is no one greater north or south of the equator. Always in a...
Hold on, here's the end of her
She's
song.
alarming, but disarming, and a really very charming modern girl.
Karen. They don't even sing Karen at the end of the song?
Oh, what a
No,
shame.
she's alarming and disarming and altogether charming.
With Karen, the icing is the cake.
Okay, bye, Karen.
Ooh, bye.
Bye-bye, see you later.
Okay, you know,
Karen was the
we're attacking perfectly nice people here, and then old Karen just slides in and slides out with no contribution whatsoever.
I'm an Aryan like Rob. I'm Swedish.
Don and Mike show. Hello.
Jesus, that wasn't fair. That wasn't fair.
Yeah.
No one cheated us.
New life is fair to you.
Hello, Don and Mike show.
Don and Mike.
Right.
Hi, this is Craig Wilson.
Oh, get out of here. Hello there, Don and Mike show. Phone scale.
Don and Mike.
Hi.
Hey, quick point I wanted to make. I know that Bart's a great kid. There's no disputing that. But this volunteer work that you were talking about?
The what?
The volunteer work.
About the volunteer work.
I guarantee you there's a chick involved. I guarantee it.
Listen, once again, how sad it is that you really know so little about my son. And really, I don't care because he's my son. I guarantee you that's not the case.
Well, we'll see, I guess.
We'll see. Now, hold on. What do you mean we'll see? What do you mean we'll see? He's my kid. He's got a girlfriend. Would you like me to bring down the letter and the painting
bring it down.
Why, now, let me ask you why you have such a problem with that, sir, other than randomly busting balls.
I just wanted to point out the fact that I can guarantee you if he's driving this 45-minute drive every day to volunteer, there's a chick involved.
I can guarantee you.
19 years old? No.
And I can guarantee you're full of crap, that you don't know anything about the situation. I'm sorry that you are so shallow, or the children that you know or have fathered are so shallow that you would think that, but that's really not true.
All right.
No, not all right. I mean...
No, all right. Thank you.
It's my kid.
Thank you for clarifying.
Hey, pound sand. Really, pound sand.
All right.
You know, someday maybe my son will be working.
Why when you're bringing up something about the way you dig your kid? But you see, this is why when you do that, this is what you get. This is what you get from the great.
But I didn't even want to mention. I just mentioned what a jerk my kid is, and some guy calls up and says, "Hey, I know you're the.
I know.
You're the Elvis.
You can't. We all agree. This was a great phone scam.
I loved it.
I'm glad you asked for it, Mike.
Yeah, blame me.
Where's that guy?
Thank God for Karen.
Oh, that guy hung up. Hello, we need a final caller. Don and Mike show. Hello.
Hey, Rob.
Yeah.
Don't mock the Chinese basketball team. They've got Yao Ming.
All right, and you just don't be a jackass.
Hello.
Boy, I can feel the love now.
Don and Mike, hello.
Hey, Don Mike.
Yeah, what?
Hey, celebrity sighting.
Only if you mention our names.
Okay, Jesus and Rupert had drinking pina coladas at Trader Vic's, and their hair was perfect. They also kept calling each other big man.
Okay, that's it. No prizes today on the phone.
I'm tired.
No prizes today. No prizes.
Jesus Christ. And now we all been... I'm starting to talk gibberish. I'm really that phased by this whole segment.
May I tell you something? Yeah. That was an outstanding phone scam. Not that I want it every day, you animals. You understand what I'm saying?
I agree.
That was pretty... Oh, come on. You're kidding. That was pretty good, Mike.
I thought it was fantastic.
It was pretty good. I think people like hearing every once in a while when things don't go exactly perfect on this show.
Most importantly, me. On that rare occasion.
Mike?
Yes.
I'm really thanking God that your house is okay.
Yeah, we all are. Thank you.
Okay, all right.
Thank you for pulling it out.
Okay.
Thank you.
In a world where owning a radio was strictly forbidden, one man found a way to bring good news to his people.
Me.
He made it up.
Buzz.
Yeah, what is it, Buzz?
What's the headline? 48 women in Southeast D.C. are pregnated by Bart Source.
Yes, and he did it all in the name of charity work.
Right. Now, today on the news...
What is it, big man?
Today, big man, ordained to be a leader, will John Kerry win because of his royal blood?
Oh, his royal blood.
Oh, pithy this.
Stay tuned for news and comments coming up on the Don and Mike Show.
That was very
professional.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
Too busy to meet new friends? The WJFK Dateline can change your life. Log on to WJFK.matchlink.com.
The Don and Mike Show. WJFK.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
What's the word from Planet Crackpot?
The Don and Mike Show.
Now operating with a 7-day delay. The Don and Mike Show.
time for Buzz's News and Comments. Buzz brought to you by Verimax, world's #1 sexual pleasure. Thank you. Performance enhancer, #1 because it works.
Someone called for a doctor.
Doctor developed, clinically tested, patented. Verimax available to retailers nationwide. Call 1-888. Try VMAX. And now with news and comments, here's the big guy.
Hi, Don and Mike.
Hi, Buzz.
This year's political race is a toss-up. We determined in an impassioned conversation yesterday it's too close to call and too early to say. But Democrat John Kerry will beat Republican George Bush in the upcoming presidential election if you listen to these guys.
All right.
Researchers in London, mainly experts on British aristocracy, say that judging from past U.S. elections, the guy with the bluest blood always wins. The researchers say John Kerry is related to all the royal houses of Europe and can honestly say he's related to the Russian Tsar Ivan the Terrible. Quoting one researcher, the coming election will go to John Kerry.
Really?
He's a blue blood.
What about Bill Clinton? He didn't have any blue blood, did he?
I don't know. I think perhaps he did.
Really?
Actually, now that you mention, I can't recall it specifically, but I recall that being mentioned at some point.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
He's a blue blood.
A blue blood. As I hang from the rafters.
Oprah's rich, but because she's a registered voter, her number has come up for jury duty.
Oh, now dig on this. You got it. You've got to hear this.
Yeah, tell me this isn't PR. Tell me this lady couldn't have gotten out of it if she wanted to.
Well, no. She actually tried, or she says she did anyway. They let her, by the way, they let her go in and out of the courthouse through a special door, but officials say the star treatment ends there. The daytime diva told reporters she didn't think she'd be picked because she's too opinionated.
How much wider is the special door than the regular door?
I think you know.
Buzz, you have the quote. I saw her. I saw her on TV today.
She was wrong about not being picked. She was picked, and now she says, and I quote...
Keep in mind, Mike, it's a murder trial.
Wow.
It is a murder trial. And listen to this.
Death.
I saw this on ABC. Go ahead.
Quoting Oprah, I'm hoping this doesn't take longer than a week because I've got shows to do. End quote. And really, how many of us in the jury pool can say that?
I've got shows to do.
It's a murder trial.
Yeah.
Really? Oprah.
Let me just say, whoever the poor sap is,
right,
you might as well get ready for prison love. Oprah is on your jury, and she wants to get this thing wrapped up in a week.
Wrap it up and go out the special door.
Hello, guilty.
Now, most parents think their teenage kids are not having sex. They're half wrong. A new government study shows that although 84% of parents think their teens have never done it, nearly 50% of the 9th through 12th graders have. 9 out of 10 of the parents say they have talked with their kids about sexually transmitted diseases. 88% of them specifically talked about AIDS.
I think my son was 4 the first time. Is that too young?
No.
Is that too young?
If you're in the minority. If you handle it right, you can't start too early. What this study seems to say is that the parents are doing their part by broaching the subject, but that kids are not coming clean about what they have and haven't done.
And that's been around for a million years.
Nothing changes there. You've heard about these...
Maybe you've heard about my son Bart, the Saint?
Yes.
Yes. St. Bart, a great kid, a great island.
He's knocked up about 800 girls so far this summer.
Well, that's why he does the volunteer
work. Contribution to the gene pool.
You know, but on that topic about the kids and sex, especially now that he's starting his second year of college.
Yeah.
You know, on one hand, you want to say, listen, you know, don't even think about it now because you have a kid now. Your life will be ruined and wrecked. Right. But then on the other hand, we did go to Price Club to get him a gigantic box of condoms to bring to college with him.
Price is better.
Yeah, hey, you know what? I think, don't you? I mean, the modern way of parenting, you can't.
I mean, what are you going to do?
Put your head in the sand, right?
What are you going to do? He's down there without us. What I think? He's down there going, gee, my dad told me not to have sex with anybody.
Right.
I always do what my dad says.
That works.
Right.
You were there with him when he got the condoms?
I bought them for him.
Really?
Yeah. I bought him the box, 300.
Good father.
So maybe that'll get you through the first semester, son.
Oh, God.
I swear to God.
Wow.
What are you going to do?
Yeah, let's send him out to get them.
Well, I was buying other stuff. You know how it is when you go to one of those like Sam's or Costco or something.
Also, you want to make sure it gets done.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. You've heard about these?
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Thanks, Buzz. Yeah.
That's a very good point.
Yeah.
Was that part of it, too?
Yeah, that was part of it.
You've heard about these internet sting operations where a cop poses as a child to trap pedophiles who go online looking for victims. Imagine the surprise of a New York detective posing as a 14-year-old boy when the man he arrested turned out to be a fellow detective.
Ooh.
The alleged perp sent nude pictures of himself to the undercover cop, including some shots taken inside the police station. The arrested man billed himself in a Yahoo chat room for teens as Boy Hunter. He said his hobbies included, quote, hooking up with all the young hotties. The man had been on the job with the NYPD for 16 years until he was busted yesterday.
Lock him up.
You never know. Some cops investigating a porn shoot in London wound up on video being serviced by the female porn stars. The cops didn't know the cameras were rolling, but the director says he didn't know the cops were going to do anything besides stop for some autographs. The young officers had stopped by to investigate a crowd that had gathered outside a van in London's Soho district. The crowd was there for autographs, but given the chance, they might have done what the cops did. Anyway, Scotland Yard said it was all very unprofessional and that the officers in question have been suspended.
Right here on the Jerry Todd Show here this morning, and we'll play the incredible contest in just a sec. But right now, a little business to take care of.
I always watch the Jerry Todd Show.
Jerry Todd weather. And it looks pretty good, it does. It is going to be...
When does he say video?
Don't think it'll rain, though. Let's check the low right now. Overnight low of 45 degrees. That's a little on the chilly side. Checking the high, going to get up to 63 degrees. That's a little warmer. The Jerry Todd Show. Okay, here we go. Time to make our next incredible contest cash call. And here's hoping that we have a winner this
He still hasn't said video.
Someone in the local area here on the Jerry Todd Show. And we'll see who we've got on the video phone. Hello.
There he said video. Okay, video phone.
Now, where else can you go to pick up some office supplies, a pair of Dockers, sample some little cocktail sausages, and pick out a casket?
That's video.
Pick out a casket for your Uncle Bernie.
Excuse me, Buzz, I just found it. Excuse me.
That's video.
There it is. Okay, one more time. It was just the wrong cut.
That's video.
Back to the news.
And if you're dying to save money on a casket, consider Costco.
That's video.
The discount chain is test marketing coffins at 2 locations in the Chicago area.
Jerry time.
At Costco, they're going to sell caskets.
Yeah, caskets and condoms.
They're
Not a thing.
Thank you. I'm here all week.
In the coffin department, there are 6 models and colors from which to choose, and they can be delivered inside of 48 hours, all for $800.
Wow.
That's less than a third of what a lot of people pay for caskets, and the savings can cut a third off the average total funeral bill.
Oh, man.
Costco sells things at cost and makes its money by selling memberships.
That's incredible.
Not too old for rock and roll and apparently too young to die, Rolling Stones drummer Charlie Watts. Doctors say he's being treated for throat cancer. They also say he's expected...
What?
Yes, Charlie Watts.
This is a shock. He's in such great shape.
Well, it could have been the smoking. He's expected to make a full recovery, though, according to doctors, and be back in the band later this year. They never go away.
Oh, but I bet he'll lose weight.
Charlie is 63.
He's still healthier than Keith Richards.
Yeah, most definitely.
Hey, who is it?
Hey, this is Keith. Yeah, the Richards. So John and Mike.
Marlon Brando is healthier than Keith Richards. Marlon Brando's been dead for about 2 months.
I resemble that.
Charlie Watts has been with the Stones for 40 years.
Wow.
AM radio, a technology this show still relies on, may suck in ways you never imagined. It appears AM radio can kill you. A new study shows that neighborhoods near AM radio transmitting towers had 70% more leukemia than neighborhoods that aren't. Leukemia is cancer of the blood. The study shows that the cancer death rate is nearly a third higher near those transmitters. This study out of Korea shows what was also discovered in a study of the Vatican's radio station in Rome. But a scientist in Seattle points out that it still hasn't been proven that AM radio waves are actually causing the cancer. His research shows that if anything suspect, it's the waves from TV and FM transmitters.
FM, dangerous. AM, good.
Radio
right.
can kill.
New study says marijuana can slow down the growth of brain tumors and other cancers.
Forget it.
Scientists at the University...
I'll live forever.
The University of Milan, they say it's already worked in a petri dish and in animals. Cannabis inhibiting the growth of human brain tumor cells. The studies published earlier this year show that cannabis caused several cancers, including skin cancer, to regress. That actually reduced or caused the cancer to back off.
Aren't you happy about that
Very
one?
excited about that story.
I've never seen the newsman happier about a story.
I mean, we weren't rushing you at all, but you were really getting into your...
He's using hand motions like to
Don, Mike, anything that helps people with cancer.
Yeah, I know. Okay, all right. Thanks for playing the cancer card, Buzz.
And naturally, the last thing I want to do is alarm anyone, so...
No, not you.
Don't worry about that little cut on your leg.
Why?
Just because a guy in Texas got a little cut on his leg and didn't worry about it until the flesh-eating bacteria killed him.
Oh, no.
All right, hold on. This was Buzz alarming everybody sound effect.
This guy was a doctor in Houston, and he apparently picked up the bacteria in the Gulf on a fishing trip. Within days, both of his legs were amputated, but it was too little too late. He went into a coma and became the 7th victim of flesh-eating bacteria in Texas this year.
These legs have got to go.
Don Geronimo, Civil War surgeon.
Hold on. What is this? Cartilage? What is it? Damn, it's hard to get this thing out.
Now, you're cutting both legs at once or just one at a time?
Do 2 at once. Economize.
Yes. There it's gone. The bacteria can also be ingested through seafood, but again, I don't want to alarm anyone.
We never hit that, We always talk over it because it makes a nice little sound at the end.
Does it really? Hold on. What's it on? The longest cartridge in the world?
Yes.
Longest in the world.
Hey, dig this fidelity. Listen to this sound.
Listen up. Jerry. All right.
Hey, I like that. Some beautiful video.
Okay. Here's the song. This is the sound of the amputation. Now, we'll let it go all the way to the very end, right? Is that what you want?
It makes just a slight little... Gotta be quiet now.
Why won't this listener's head come off?
Yeah, that's nice.
Hey, I like that. Some beautiful video.
It's better. I never heard it that clear.
Buzz? When we come back, proof that more young men are taking Viagra.
Well, I don't. Here's the problem. There's nobody young on this show.
No.
I'm looking for a name singer something. Viagra. Yeah, J-Dubs. Thank you, J-Dubs. We'll be right back.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
Gosh, I hate to interrupt. It's all been so incredibly fascinating and entertaining and instructive. Really, the time has just flown by.
The Don and Mike Show.
Reluctantly, here's Don and Mike.
Yeah. The grassroots. And only be one. One is the lonely number. Buzz, he is a big man. He is a big guy.
Hey, big guy.
What's happening, Buzz?
I am the big man.
Hey, baby. Remember, you can't spell baby without B-A.
That's right. It's no longer just a rumor that younger men are taking Viagra. In fact, it is a fact documented by a company that's filled prescriptions for employees of Infinity Broadcasting. So you're excited.
We're misbehaving over here.
That's all right. That's what you do.
Let me just say something. I very rarely say this. 20 years of working with Mike.
Yeah.
Most disc jockeys, after 5 minutes, hate each other.
Oh,
yes. Darling,
we can still do it to each other.
You still can make me laugh.
Absolutely.
That special ribald way of yours.
20 years like a little game of comedy ping pong.
It is.
The fact that younger men are taking Viagra has been documented.
Stop it now.
I'll stop. A lot of mine is not for the benefit of on the air. Sometimes, and you know those silly shows that put cameras in the studio.
We'd be dead.
We could never do that here.
We'd be dead. You'd have to wear gloves.
Well, the claim about young men and Viagra has been documented by a company that's filled prescriptions for employees of Infinity Broadcasting.
Hey.
Express Scripts, which also fills prescriptions for people not in radio, says the use of Viagra is up over 300% in men ages 18 to 45. The surveys of college campuses show most young men saying they've never tried the stuff, but then most men would never admit it, especially young men. The underground word on campus is that Viagra helps you perform when alcohol tries to take that away from you.
Mr. Dubs, here are your pills.
What's happening to me?
But doctors say they doubt the Viagra does any good at that point once you're drunk.
Hello, Linda.
Oh, and
it's lasted more than 4 hours.
You won't get any help.
Hold on a second. Are you continuing the same story or moving on?
Same story.
Okay, because I got a real quick insurance thing. It's easy for me to tell my wife stuff on the radio than in real life.
Yeah.
Well, not even about prescriptions. It's just about how screwed up our insurance is.
It sounds like
Hi, this is Frida. You can leave a message on my cell. Thank you.
Hell, you're never there when I need you. Everybody in my life.
Record your message. When
Saint Frida.
recording, you may hang up.
Saint Bart.
1 for more options. To leave your callback number,
come on.
press 5.
Hello? Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Erased at the tone.
Hello?
You record.
Forget it. Maybe.
Hello?
Here's the deal. My whole family, we go to the same dentist. Went to the dentist.
Yeah.
This is a great call. You love getting this. And they left a message on the machine because I couldn't tell them what to do. So I said, call back, leave a message for my wife.
Right.
He goes, hi, this is so-and-so from the Dr. Dentist office. The insurance card that you used last week for you and your wife and for your son for your dental appointments.
Right.
It's no good. So we really need to know how you're going to be handling your account.
Now, do you think, are you using the new one we got? Does that mean like the service we have?
4 or 5.
Yeah, the new one is only good in Haiti. You have to go to a Haitian dentist.
Have you had a problem with it, serious?
No, I think our guy's okay with it.
Yeah.
Of course, he's crooked, so he does what he has to do.
Let me see. What do I have? I've got...
I'm going into mine now.
Me too. I know I've got that one you've said, Buzz, Express Script.
Right. Yeah, but that's for pills, right?
And we've got the prescription, and then we've got a dental card, and then we've got a medical card, and then there's one for mental health.
United Healthcare?
That's United Healthcare. That's regular doctor, right?
Right.
Regular
you have
doctor.
a special dentist one, Buzz?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I do too.
Call Carrie. She understands all that.
I don't have the
Wait a
dentist
minute.
card.
Hold on. I got the scripts here.
Yeah, Aetna Dental Pro from Viacom.
Hey, wait a minute.
Oh, look at this. It's a gold card from the Venetian.
Do you have Santa's business card in there?
Yeah.
Stop it.
Hey, I don't have a dentist card.
Nor do I.
Oh, yeah, you have to get one of those.
Wait, I do. Wait, I do.
Did you get that through AARP, Buzz?
No.
Yeah, here it is.
Yeah,
You got a dentist card?
Aetna Dental PPO.
Mm-hmm. I'm screwed then.
I don't know if I have one.
I didn't get a dentist card.
And ask about the mental health card.
No wonder they call it. I've used
There's
that
a mental health card?
I still have it. I don't know if it's still valid or not.
It's made of taffy.
Yes.
Mine is all dog-eared.
We're supposed to have 3. We have one for the doctorin. We have one for the
dentist.
We have one for the scripts.
Yeah.
And we have one for the dentist.
Right.
We have 3 in their never-ending effort to make it more complicated.
Well, that would be the... Oh, I bet this is the Cunny Honey line ringing. Hello?
Bring home the dentist card.
I don't have a dentist
well,
card.
Look what that...
Hold on.
Hey, we're all in here.
Hold on, Beth Ann, do you have my dentist card?
No, I don't have it. I have mine.
You've worked here 2 months. How do you have a dentist card? Joe, do you have one?
Well, they gave me this thing. And
Joe's got a Best Buy.
I can get free DVDs.
Joe's got a Best Buy thing.
How about that?
I think Buzz...
What is that?
That's a Borgata black card.
Shut up.
Hard to get, baby.
Baby, I've never had a dentist card.
I'd like a dentist card and a vet card if you could do that, too.
Well, I know that they don't have a vet.
They don't have a vet.
Are you calling your wife right now?
Yeah, we'll get to the bottom of it.
My wallet, boys. Yeah. Just jam-packed with casino hosts.
Rob's calling his wife on his cell right now.
Let's see.
Because this is normally how Rob and I solve something.
Hey, how you doing? Do we have a dentist card for our health care? Yeah, we have one.
All I have is prescription
A separate
and
card.
I know.
Yeah.
We have everything except the dentist one. And the
we have the other 2.
The dentist called today and said that our insurance card is no good.
Because we need the dental card. So
Right.
Shirley, this is in your area.
No, this is not in my area.
Yeah, I don't go to the radio station.
They never gave me a dentist card. I swear to God, they never gave me a
They
dentist
gave all
card.
the other boys a dentist card.
How did you get a dentist card, Mike?
In the papers that you fill out once a year to determine your coverage, you have to ask
I
for
filled
it.
mine out properly and was given the dental card to cover my dental work.
And I know Mike filled his out properly because he asked what we did.
Yeah.
Did you really?
That's right.
Exactly.
Wow.
Why did
cheated.
Luke get the dentist card?
No, hold on. This is your job. This is not my job.
Wait a minute.
Card.
Frida, I asked you that, but then somebody filled it out for me. And I wonder who that was.
God bless them.
Really? Somebody filled it out for you?
I think somebody helped me with it.
Your dentist card?
Somebody helped me with all that stuff.
Was it Dubs?
Because, I asked Frida. You didn't fill it out for me, did you, Frida?
No, I didn't fill it out, but I told you what I told you what we did, which is just like check everything. We need everything.
Okay, I still think I went to somebody else.
Anyway, we got a message on the machine at home from the dentist saying pay your bill.
Yeah. I have a
Okay,
card.
get the card.
I don't how am I going to get the card? Who am I going to
Tomorrow you go in and you ask somebody in charge there.
And in 6 months you'll have it.
That'll be nice. Just talk to Alan. He'll have one for you.
Hey, Alan. Hi.
Not nearly as valuable as this particular card.
What's that?
The One Club card.
I have that one.
This one benefits you at Mandalay Bay, Luxor, Excalibur, Monte Carlo, Circus, Colorado Bell, Edgewater, and slots of fun.
Wow.
Not to mention slots of fun.
Slots of fun. That's a little further east.
I have that card.
All right. Thanks, baby.
Thanks for nothing.
What do you mean thanks for nothing?
I mean, you said thanks, but I don't know why.
I said thanks for calling in.
Oh, all right. You're welcome.
Thank you for being you.
You know what you should do.
You're welcome.
Thanks for being my good lady.
All right. I love you.
Kiss her when you get home for me.
I love you, too.
Just delete the message from the dentist. I think it'll be okay.
Yeah, that's always the way to handle it.
Yeah.
Just delete it. Just delete a message from the dentist that we've been going through 15 years.
Well, what's he going to do? Put the plaque back on?
Hey, loser.
Fine.
Hey, loser, your card was no good.
I'm
I'll
surprised.
change our number when we get home, darling. I'll handle it the way we handle all our bills.
I'm surprised the person at the front desk at the dentist's office didn't follow up, because usually they do the extra effort.
Oh, God.
Your card doesn't work. What time's lunch?
All right, we got to go.
All right,
Yeah.
bye.
Bye. I love you, darling.
Love you too.
Okay. I bet you do. We got to get out of here.
Yeah, we do. In sports, a major victory for Kobe Bryant as the judge rules for the last time the accuser's sexual history can be brought into Kobe's rape trial.
I am over the Kobe Bryant trial.
Well, it's not over yet.
All right.
Kobe's lawyers have evidence, stained underwear, that indicates she had somebody just before and just after her encounter with Kobe. Word is both the prosecutor and the accuser are now looking for a way to stop what they've started. Apparently, they're over it, too.
You know what's still great, though?
What?
I mean, it's tragic, but the Scott Peterson thing?
Yes.
Have you heard the tapes of him?
Oh, the testimony today.
The tapes where he's lying to Amber, his mistress.
Still trying to woo her while they're looking for his wife.
Well, I guess I kind of love Lacey. I'm kind of looking for... Do you think I could see you tonight?
At one point on the tape, the girlfriend accuses him of offing his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it gets good.
That's good. Amber Fry.
That masseuse had good instincts.
Finally, a love story from the English countryside about a man, the girl he loves, and his wife. The man is 58-year-old Ken Brewster, who fell in love with Lucy even though she's 41 years younger. That's right, she's 17. Legal, but creepy enough to send one of your eyebrows up into your scalp.
Don't even think about it.
41 years. Yeah.
Stop it.
So Ken is...
Stop what?
Stop it.
CB interference, Mike.
Stop it.
In England, Ken is dumping his 57-year-old wife, who over the years gave him 3 children who've produced 5 grandchildren. Now, Grandpa's shacking up with a teenage girl. The couple fell in love and rendezvoused secretly for 4 months until the missus caught him in the act.
It was real low level.
This is especially embarrassing also because the missus is...
Could you even hear that one?
Yes.
Really? What about this one?
I hear it.
Very faint.
That one?
That was loud.
Yes. Thank you.
For what?
Being caught with a woman 41 years his junior was especially embarrassing because also his missus, minister at a local church.
Oh, yeah.
Let us pray.
Yeah.
I'm Buzz Burbank on the Don and Mike Show.
We don't have time. We don't have time for the normal goodbye song.
So long, everybody.
So long.
That's it. Bye.
We'll see you tomorrow. Good day to you,
sir.
Good day to you.
Good day to you, sir.
All right, and you?
This card is no good.
Okay.
Bye.
Eat a lot.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
The Don and Mike Show. WJFK. Too busy to meet new friends? The WJFK Dateline can change your life. Log on to WJFK.matchlink.com.
If you're losing your hair or know someone who is, you can't afford to miss The Bald Truth every Sunday right here. To empower yourself right now, go to www.thebaldtruth.com.
I'm there.